Hello, hey everybody. So y'all, we have a couple of topics to discuss today. I'm sorry, I'm just usually always popping up. All right, so hey y'all. So I definitely wanted us to finally get into this book. Davina, what's up, boo? Not Davina. Loans. Loans. Davina Loans. So yeah, y'all, I got to talk about the passing of my girl, Alicia Burney. I do feel it to be true because one of her best friends on YouTube, this is a fellow YouTuber, y'all. Um, he pretty much confirmed it. And I know that that wouldn't be anything that he would play with. You know, he's a comedian on YouTube as well. So hearing that news is haunting because I really enjoyed Alicia Burney's content. She was always funny. I knew that she was also a woman of God as well. I remember listening to a video that she made, and she had just became in her element of, directing films. She really wanted to do things with films, and she was really like committed to her craft. She had started doing more serious type, but still had the comedy in her videos, and she had a huge following. She had been committed to YouTube for quite some time now. So I know her passing is quite shocking to so many people. From what I saw, from what I heard, but I heard about it from S. Hutchison. S. Hutchison, I was basically looking at one of her shorts, and she stated and confirmed the death of Alicia Burney. And at the time, I was hoping that it was fake news that maybe she had caught a glimpse of, but it turned out to be reality. So Alicia actually, they stated that she was in Mexico, and Tracy, yeah, we got to make sure our Tracy is careful, y'all. They said that she had somehow got something laced. They didn't actually say, if it was a drink, but yeah, they said something was laced, and apparently she passed away in, I think, in Mexico. It's still a lot running with that story, and her family has not spoke out yet. But right now, that's all the information that we have. And she was 25 years old, did a lot of content on YouTube. So y'all make sure to go and check out her channel actually to see if her comedy was something that you all may like. I used to watch her videos on repeat. That's how good she was. Usually, if I watch a content creator on repeat, that means that I really enjoy them and they have something to bring to the table. And I can say I could go down the listing of her videos and just continue to watch because she was enjoyable. So yeah, that really crushed me, a lot, because I did really liked Alicia Burney, and it's shocking. I know Jay Nija, yeah, that's her friend. He makes content as well on YouTube, quite funny. I want to say, yeah, King Roman had shared actually a video of um Jay not too long ago. So, Jay used to branch off of Alicia. They just work together, very well connected. So I know it hurt him bad. He said that they used to always tell each other that they love each other. And I believe it. I know that Alicia was a woman of, her higher power, God. So I always took that with her jokes that, she was going to be okay. So yeah, that's quite upsetting. It is, y'all. All I can do now is just, condolences and a heavy heart to her family. You just never know, these days. She seemed to probably have been on vacation, or maybe she had went to Mexico to actually shoot a film, and then something like this happens. So yeah, y'all, it's just so yeah, I did want to, discuss that. Yes, hey Emma, I did too. I really loved Alicia. I just, it's just mm, things like that, are just such a surprise. And you can't really, it's so hard these days with the AI and all of that to really believe if something is true. Like, is this true or is this fake? So I'm glad that we know, good people. And I know that her friend Jay Nija, he would not play about this at all. He loved his friend, so it's true. Mm. Even though we wish that it was somebody's AI, just a clip that somebody put together, because they did state that people were apparently putting AI together to put her in a casket. People just do the worst. This AI error is just like, it's so much fakeness that comes with it. That's why you have to know where, the good people are, that you can say, okay, I know this person on a certain extent, they wouldn't lie about the situation. So we were told by a reliable source. I definitely like S. Hutchinson, and I know, I never seen her to be given no fake news. So even hearing her say it just kind of like gassed me, because I said, oh no, this could actually be something that's true. Alicia was going to she was already at the top. She was at the top. She was stepping into directing films, actually. Hey, Stefan, how you doing? And I really enjoyed her videos. Her videos, I would just watch them, especially like on days where I just needed a laugh. That's how much I really enjoyed her content. And I would just I would love something new from her. She was a committed content creator. So, once people actually realize what it is, they are going to, it's going to be a lot of different talks of, what Alicia brought to YouTube. Oh, Stefan, you said let's talk about this D pic you received. Oh my goodness, Stefan. Oh, so you know what? I didn't get a chance to really see that that content. I heard certain people were discussing that. So yeah, that's what Lady Dimples gave me, as well. And but y'all, thank y'all so much though for listening to my statements about Alicia Burney. And please, if y'all want to make sure, y'all can go over there and look at her videos. Y'all can see just what a joy and so much laughter and happiness that she brought to YouTube. And it could really just put a smile on your face. And she was very relatable too. So yeah, y'all please check her out. And you know, if you can, definitely give her a moment of silence. It's well deserved. Oh, but yeah, so Stefan, basically, yeah, that's what Lady Dimples, she gave me Shakim's peen pick. I guess is that if that's what she's saying. Yeah, she did. Vibrant, hey. But I don't even, the whole thing with Brian, I didn't tell him that. Y'all already know how he would have acted. So no, I didn't tell him that she gave me that. But I mean, he should already know that Lady Dimples, she collects things like that. Yeah, but I didn't ask her for it. And then I didn't look at his Twitter either. I mean, because I was like, if I could have asked them for it if I really wanted it. But I feel like that was something that is I really flaunting that around. That's not something that excites me. That's Lady Dimples. She likes that type of stuff. And in the midst of her being angry at Shakim, she sent that to me. There she go right there. You say you better stop your lies. Lies about what? No, I didn't lie about anything. You did. You gave that to me because and you the one who was saying that I guess you didn't want me to be cool with them or something. I didn't lie about anything. And then you sent me that because you were angry at him. Yes, she was, Emma. She was, Alicia was a very happy person. You could just tell in her videos. You said why? Oh, okay. Hey, real mama Fifi. Hey, baby. Why Brian crying? Been crying. Brian has just, I think he's been going through something when it came to his shoulder blade. So, Brian's already, an induced crybaby, that's so I just think that he really was just holding on to his heart and he was feeling vulnerable. That's for sure. Because he stated before, the video started over at Pastor's, like, well, when he was over there, before when I got there, he said that he was in a motion of depression and that he felt like he was in, what did he say? I want to get the words out correctly because it was quite important. He said he was, at a low state of life or something like that. So, right then and there, I say, oh, Brian is, very vulnerable. Emma, I sure wish we were. I wish we were, boo. Yeah, I would have got right along with her. She remind me so much of a friend of mine. Her whole commentary, the way she kind of carried herself. I wish I could have went to one of her meet and greets. She had a meet and greet. I want to say it was in Atlanta. Sometime, maybe a whole year ago, and I sure wish I could have went and met her because she was definitely one of my favorites. Oh, lethal, stable boiler. Well, I just gotta say, yesterday certain things that that Brian was saying, I just I don't know. It seemed like we always go back down this path. So absolutely, yeah, yes, real Mama Fifi. I think so too. But that that's not usually. I try not to say that to. I was gonna say this is all I was gonna say today is that maybe he should weigh out his pros and cons. I know that's what I was told. He should weigh out his pros and cons. I did want him to know that. A lot of times, he may not. He doesn't really like to listen to me like that. I'll say he's more of a free thinker, but he should. I was told to weigh out my pros and cons. I know I need to definitely still work on a lot of those. But especially when it comes to me, I think he should weigh out his pros and cons and see where he goes with those. Just good advice. Hey, hey, Demon Soul. Hey, baby. Dr. LaShonda. Hey, boo. It's good to see you too. Yeah. So, the stuff that he was kind of, you could tell, because he was very passionate out of nowhere about that situation. Um, you know, about that because if you think about it, it wasn't really anything that should have got him to that point. It made me think about certain lines of jealousy. He said he wasn't, but I just feel like maybe that's just the way he's in his state of mind is right now. Very vulnerable. But he had some things that I guess he wanted to address with me. So all I could do is, just listen. I heard certain people were saying that I should have, I needed to do something. Um, what exactly could I, could do? I couldn't. I mean, we are going through the same thing again. Yeah. Uh-huh. And the thing about it is that I know that feeling. I know that feeling of jealousy. So I know it when I see it, as well. I can see it now because I've felt that for him before. I felt it. And it can make you like unwired. It really can, and you'll start just being impulsive. That's what Brian has been. Brian has been very impulsive. I know y'all seen that, like he'll just want to do something out of nowhere. And it's the last thing I would want somebody to do is not be themselves. But it's been quite a bit of times where you can tell he's ready to not be himself in order to, it seems like, get my attention or something like that. So all I can do is just say what it is, or what I feel that it is. But yeah, you know what? Actually, I did want to go into this book, y'all. I think this book can help a lot of us. Especially, maybe Brian, I like this because this is a good book. Uh, I know this guy. Hey, Dory, how you doing, boo? Oh, okay. So yeah, Demon Soul. So I was over at Pastor's yesterday, and actually, I went up there to see the thing that I went up there for never even happened. You know how things go around here. Um, it may be something totally different. So I went up there actually to, ask him, well, okay, Brian, what's going on, with the trip and stuff like that. It was, it's been a lot of impulsive statements made. So I was trying to, say, hey, did you get my text? We need to talk, because I did, contact him, and I was hoping he was okay. I didn't see his channel. I thought his channel had, he had, sometimes he does that, he may take his channel away or something like that. So, I went up there to talk to him about that. And then, he got into the whole thing. He said he was drunk, and he said that he felt like he was at a low state of life and he was depressed. So I said, do I really need to be here? Because I'm like, I don't, maybe, this is not the time. So right then and there, I just, I really wanted to go over there though and discuss, because April right around the corner. We all know that we done lost the hour. So I was trying to see, because I felt like he blocked me. Y'all know Brian is quick to block me. So I thought that's what happened. I went there, and somehow, some way, we got into the discussion of Lady Dimples and her, her supposedly sending me a butt pic that he said I told him that she sent me that. And I was very straightforward. I said, no, I did not. I didn't tell you that Lady Dimples sent me a butt pic. And then it just went from there. Like he started crying, and he just was like in a mode, so yeah. So Lady Dimples said, I believe you told him that. I don't know why you believe that I told him that, Lady Dimples. Why would I tell him that you sent me a butt pic? There he is right there. Bro, that's not true, bro. No, yes, Brian, yes, it is. I mean, if I feel like we spent a long time on that yesterday, and I feel like it was no reason to. I mean, I think you were passionate about the wrong thing. I mean, and then I thought you said, even if that was, you said that you won't, you didn't really want to bring everything that we say up here on on YouTube. But no, there was no, it would be no reason for me to tell you that Lady Dimple sent me a butt pic. A lot of times, certain times in conversation, you will say certain things, and then you will make them true. Conversations that we have, you'll try to make it to light. That's it. You said, then he said you were jealous of Dwayne. Why would I be jealous of Dwayne? As a friend, see, y'all gotta. Brian is not thinking about me as a friend. I think about him as a friend. I have encouraged Brian's relationships. I've encouraged them. What was Brian? I mean, since Brian, like the other day, who was somebody, he was trying to call me. Dwayne was trying to call him. Brian, since we just putting this stuff out here, he was Dwayne was and he didn't want to talk to Dwayne. He wanted to talk to me. But if you are trying to start something with Dwayne, you need to talk to him. Oh, okay. Oh, you never said that I was jealous of Dwayne. Oh, okay. So then I guess Lady Dimples is just, yeah, she probably just trying to be messy. You said, hopefully that a-hole pic was taken with a wide angle lens. No, she did not send me that. So I don't really know what Brian heard, but he really tried to make it very like it was such, an important topic. Yes, he did. You know I have a good memory. Oh, you heard him say that? Well, I mean, see, Brian, a lot of times, and I'm gonna say this, and just know, I'm not trying to say anything negative, but it is times. You said Lady Dimples is a liar and ish starter. See, it's well, at least we know Pastor's Live is there, so it'll be something. She said, "Don't make me find a timestamp." Mhm. So y'all, Brian, I think that this book can really help us. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna bring some studies to this book. Hey, RNY TV, what's up, boo? Okay, she says she'll approve it. Yeah, I mean, well, Brian, yeah, you say it's no beef, but then you will say that that I'm always trying to get a lit back. Hey, uppity, what's up, boo? Oh, I forgot uppity. Oh, uppity back with the mod stick, y'all. Oh, now Brian, stop playing. You said so. Hold on. You said that was just you being a little drunk. Well, if that was you being a little drunk, I can only imagine how it is when you are shit off your rocker drunk. Oh, that was a lot right there. Uppity, you said, are you and Brian still meeting up? Well, he said that he would stay. He said that he was coming down here. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't stop a meetup. Oh, Emma, you said how long have you been live? Um, it says about 30 minutes. Oh, Uppity said Uppity ain't abusive with her mod stick. Yeah, Uppity, let's not start hitting people over the head with the wrenches. Please, boo. Teller made. Well, hey there, baby. Yeah. So that's just how I saw it. Brian, I mean, a lot of times, certain times when we are, drunk and you just may not know exactly how you're how you're acting. Thank you, boo. I appreciate that, uppity. Scorpio ascending. Hey, baby. It's good to see you, Scorpio. Yeah, so that's all that stuff just started up. And I did, Brian, I felt like it was maybe a way for you to um I don't know, try to get something started with me. So because I see this is something, Brian, and I mean I could be wrong, but I feel like that you may be trying to get out of the trip because it was impulsive. Okay, what's this book about? Yeah, let's get into the book because I feel like you this is your first plane ride, and that's a lot for a person. It is. You said, and you did mention that last night. Yeah, young Juan. What's up, young Juan? Is that the actual young? Young, I saw you saying some very, if that's the actual young, you were saying some reckless stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and let that pass. Oh, uppity. Oh, thank you. You said great insight, Ro, concerning Brian. Okay, so yeah, this book is about how to hold yourself and others in love. And it's called Hard Minded. Jeffrey Chapman, he recommended this book, and he said that it really can change your life, a lot of different views. So let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. I think we done did enough. Scorpio said, "How are you doing today, Ro?" I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, boo. Well, other than my girl Alicia's passing, her about her passing, dear. Yeah, that kind of really, cracked, my heart muscles. Because I really enjoyed her, and I saw she was coming up. She was, really just coming up, doing her thing. Let me see if I can show. Hey there, self-love yourself. I'm gonna see if I can show a video that she made of her come up real quick. See, it's hard to see it online. Where is it, y'all? I think this is it right here. Let me make sure. Yeah, here she go. Her journey. She had just made a journey video. Yeah, then we'll get started, y'all. Wish I could turn it. This is a short, so it may not let me turn it, y'all. This is Alicia.
Well, in 5 years, I want to live in like Beverly Hills, California, in my mansion, and I want to be like a full-time movie producer and writer, and maybe an actress.
I'm sorry, y'all can.
Well, in 5 years, I want to live in like Beverly Hills, California, in my mansion, and I want to be like a full-time movie producer and writer, and maybe an actress.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, she had recently relocated to Los Angeles, actually. Oh, maybe I could have seen her when I was over there in California. Yeah, y'all, that's just something right there. But yeah, so she was all into, trying to be an actress, um, directed some films. I really enjoyed her. Yeah, she was Scorpio. I did not know she was only 25 years old, but I do remember that Jay Nija is young too, and they were right around the same age. So I said, look at Alicia. She is doing her thing. You say, is that the same person that Shamar talking about? Probably so. Yeah, self-love yourself. Yeah, I think so. Oh, is this Shamar Savage, or you mean Shamar Shamar the Shamar. Uppity, you Pete. Shock him trying to play with. Oh. Well, Uppity, I think you calling him Bay again. I mean, no, not Uppity. Sorry. Lady Dimples. Lady Dimples, but you just was calling him Bay this morning. Y'all so y'all had an issue within, you were calling him Bay, and then Lady, I can't do you, Lady. I can't do what Lady Dimples is at. Lady Dimples, I thought you looked cute in your outfit though. Lady Dimples done put the pictures out, y'all. I was like, okay, Lady Dimples, and I told Rex he better now. Lady Dimples look like she can knock some. She got a mean uppercut. Ooh, don't make me get. Ooh, I can get up in you, Lady Dimples. Know that. But yeah, it look like she got a solid uppercut. So Rex better know. Yeah, she was. She did. She was doing her thing, and me and Lady Dimples, we know. I know. You got them free forming, dresses. I know what the access is about. Bird. What's up, baby? Bird is the word. Hypnotic touch. What's up, boo? Oh, okay. Self-love yourself. So yeah, the Queen of Atlanta, Shamar. Oh, okay. That was nice that Shamar discussed Alicia too. Yeah, Alicia was always nice. To the LGBT community. She was definitely, a strong supporter of the gays. Yeah, she was doing her thing. Scorpio, yeah. I said, okay, Lady Dimple. She put 2 dresses on. So I think that goes for James' challenge too. Because that's what he was saying. He was like, look, as long as you have you from head to toe. So the Lady Dimples done came out here in full, a trans outfit, full in her full transness. That's it. She done did it. It looks like it. See, I can get into them places that you was at, Lady Dimples, but see, I'm just supposed to be alive where it's settled, but I know the places. Don't play with me. Don't play. I know the places, though. It's going to be named Places, Lady Dimples. The next time, okay, you try to get your brother a razor blade out, it's going to be called Places. All right. You tell a lot. She tells a lot. Yeah, I do. Hopefully, Lady Dimples, do your thing. They'll really, put on your best. She had a little matte bag. I saw. I was like, okay, her little matte bag. Probably had just got her some makeup. About to go out, and do what I know her to I guess be doing this year. Yeah, activities this year. Okay, let me start getting it. See, this live, for real though, this live was about Alicia and this book. This is the book right here, y'all. And Jeffrey Chapman recommended this book. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into a couple of chapters. I'm telling you, see, I got my my notepad. I'm gonna be jotting some stuff down because this can really help. It can. Young, you said, Ro, you remind me of my cousin. Word up. All right, Young. Young, you talk bad. I know that's the same. I know that's the yeah, that's the same Young. But keep doing you though, Young. Keep doing you. Okay, here we go, y'all. The name of this book is called Heart Minded. Get your notepads out. Brian, you need to get your... This can help heal your heart.
Sounds True presents Heart Minded, How to Hold Yourself and Others in Love by Sarah Blondin, narrated by the author.
Yeah, yeah, uppity, that's Young. My MIA. Hopefully they call out what the chapter name is.
You are listening to Heart Minded, How to Hold Yourself and Others in Love. Written and narrated by me, Sarah Blondin. To my heart, I am listening. And to my beloved Derek, my witness and upholder, with love and gratitude. The moment you separated from your heart, the moment you closed, quieted, pushed away, turned from, disowned, lost sight of goodness. The exact moment you began to splinter from love, a part of you began doing everything in its power to bring you back. Just as a mother who has lost her child will never tire of standing at the ocean's edge, calling out her beloved's name, sending prayers for survival, blessings in bottles out to sea. She, your heart, began to do the same once you were set adrift. You are never lost, dear one. For the moment.
Yeah, so y'all, this book is somebody that really has, I'll say, been in love. I think I've been in lust. Most of my life I've been in lust. In love. I think the only person I've been in love with is my mother. You know, the love of a mother. So I'll think about that as we listen to this. And you know, friends as well, you know, that type of love. Jake, oh yeah, that's what I want. Jake, you done said that many times. Y'all need to know how much Jake be trolling. Jake, you done said you wanted to meet up with so many people on different trips. But yeah, so let's see where this book is gonna go.
You divided. Your heart began doing everything in its power to bring you home.
Oh, you think so, Uppity?
A letter from the universe. The material in this audiobook may feel triggering or bring up difficult or frightening feelings. Mm-hmm. So please seek professional help if you feel you are in any danger of causing yourself or others harm. Furthermore, the advice contained in this audiobook is based on my experiences and teachings, and it's not intended as a substitute for medical care. If you are in acute distress, please seek professional help.
I knew this book was good.
For small creatures such as we, the vastness is bearable only through love. Carl Sagan, Contact. We are all born as pure light, our very life sustained by the beating heart that is here to guide and inform us. But because life is imperfect, in our very first moments of being alive, we discovered that the needs of our hearts could not always be met. Pain and sorrow began to pool inside of us. And in our desperation not to feel this pain and to protect our tender-hearted nature, we abandoned the one place within us intended to be our safe hold. We orphaned the part of us that flows with the current of life itself. We turned away from our tender heart and entered the mind, neglecting to come back and care for this crucial and elemental aspect of our being. Imagine taking a wing off a monarch butterfly and expecting it to fly straight, or removing the engine of a car and expecting it to run smoothly. We know neither of those things are possible, yet we expect ourselves to operate unimpaired without the engine that is our heart. Without our heart to soothe, affirm, and comfort us, we become lost in tormented and twisted thoughts about who we are. We suffer from self-denial and aggressive internal criticism. Never satiated, always seeking, we scour the world outside of us for worth and meaning. Turning away from the heart was ultimately an act of violence against who we really are.
That's powerful right there, y'all. Did y'all hear that? She said that turning away from your heart is an act of violence towards yourself. I know I've done it before. I've done it in order for a check. I'll say that. You know, sometimes you don't do what's in your heart. You know, you do what you got to do to get the money, you know, in order for shelter. So I've done that a lot. Just just kind of like wipe my feelings away to basically say, hey, I got to make this money. So that's powerful. It is. That is violence against yourself when you do that.
In effect, we removed one of our wings.
Oh, Uppity, you said, I know the man I lust after, but if they start talking and it ain't right, my lust dies. Meanwhile, my dad's love came on. Oh, and he nurtured it to his last day. Yeah, I know my first heartbreak was the death of my mother. I felt that tear in the heart. You know, because it was very you know, just out of nowhere. Me and my mother had so many plans, and that was you know, a very shattering moment for me. So yeah, Uppity, I can definitely relate to you, you know, when it comes to our closest family members that are, you know, that is our mother and father, if we're lucky enough to have them in our lives.
The consequence of this is immense. This cutting off from our vital core, our compass and guide, our connection to source. When we detach from it, we are left with the persistent feeling of struggle. We feel like nomads wandering through fields of fear and scarcity. Something within us feels lost, anesthetized, unable to find home, unable to rest. We may experience small doses of heartfelt joy and alignment, but we know there is something amiss. We know there is more to life. I know this feeling well. I have been there in that variously numbed, lost, fearful, constricted place, and I have found my way back. My hope is that this audiobook will crack you open to the magnificent powers of your heart, helping you rediscover the breath of love within you. As you learn to reopen to and live from your heart, you can't really help but fall deeply in love with this life, with your life. Your fears quiet, your body softens, your shields drop, and you open. Curiosity awakens, and you recognize what a gift it is to be the wildly feeling, vital, and alive human being you are. If you have ever stopped.
And that's right, y'all. So I'll tell y'all about a situation that I was in and I didn't understand it. So it was a work discussion. I was having a work discussion with a group of coworkers, and we were talking about, I think it was either a Law and Order episode. It was called Burned. So in the episode, the lady, well, I think it was that. Yeah, it was one. The lady had got like burned real bad. So I said that I was like, well, yeah, she was just burnt severely. And then I was like, I'm glad she died. That's what I said. I'm gonna just be very honest with y'all on this. And everybody kind of like looked at me and like with why would you say that? So I'm like, because if she was in that severity of pain, I just say I wish that it just hope she wouldn't be in that pain for so long. But they said, they were like, well, Ro, that's very insensitive, because they said that you should appreciate life, like that she was still alive even after that. That just living is so important. Being, after going through a trauma like that, still being alive is a plus, basically. So I saw it their way, but at first I was like, well, if I get put in a situation like that, just go ahead and let me go. But then I understood what they were saying, though. They were saying that life is a gift, and every bit of it that you have, you should appreciate and want to survive through something like that, because you have to say, that your higher power actually wanted you to still be here. Isn't that something, though? Because I was like, also, I was, I guess, insensitive with life or something like that. But me not using my heart like all the time can make that type of stuff. Me using this more than this. That's why you should use both of them together. But I understood what my coworkers were telling me, because I was like, oh, okay, I see what you mean. Like, that let's say you just get burnt from head to toe, but you still trying to make it. I'll say that's a very strong person. That's a person that uses this and this a lot together, with the soul as well. So I learned a lot that day, y'all. So yeah, let's get back to the book, though. I mean, but yeah, I hope y'all let me know how y'all would feel about that, though, too.
To ask why your moments of feeling open-hearted, compassionate, and generous are fleeting. Why your connection with your own heart seems somehow labored. This audiobook is for you. If you are curious why it often feels so challenging to offer yourself openly to others, or why in your turmoil you turn away from yourself and your heart, this audiobook is for you. I want you to know that you are not alone. I receive emails in the hundreds from people who have taken my courses and done my meditations, all of them expressing their deep distress around their broken connection with their hearts.
Oh, she has meditation videos.
They long to be able to hold themselves and others in love. After studying the ways of the heart for many years now, I believe I can help guide you back to this place of unshakable, unreserved love. My earliest memory of splintering from my heart is from when I was 5 years old. I remember deciding that my bed was the only safe place for me to be. I had no words to describe the pain that I sensed in the people around me, and I felt very alone. I was constantly overwhelmed and alarmed. And in my innocence and naivety, I concluded that if I were to stay open to feeling this heartache, I would die. I resolved to become impervious. Each time I left my room, I would armor myself. I would decide not to feel anything at all, or at least try to ignore what I was feeling. It seemed safer to move through life this way. This is how the great abandonment from ourselves begins. At some point, something felt too big for us to feel and too scary for us to hold. And in our innocence, we decided to turn away from our deeply feeling core and our hearts. We became like lost children without a mother, without a safe place to land. I was, for the most part, a healthy, happy, and well-adjusted child. But my struggle, as the majority of our struggles are, was internal, on a psychological and emotional level. I could never shake the feeling that something was missing, that I was missing something. There was a dull ache in the pit of me. The older I got, the louder the ache became, and life started to feel cruel. Anger, victimhood, and righteousness were my bread and water. These behaviors are what I have come to know as the most telltale signs of someone who has grown distant from their heart. For most of my mid-20s, I would wake each morning to floods of despair and hopelessness. I would spend many afternoons lying on the cold cement floor of my apartment, weeping with a soul sadness I had no idea how to hold. Was that behind that ache was a heart calling me toward myself.
Okay, so y'all heard what she said. So when she was 5 years old, she started to feel that way. I haven't felt that before, like she was every day was aching. So I was thinking, what happened to her at 5 years old for her to be feeling like that all the way up into her teens. And then, even after that. So yeah, see that right there, that's somebody that's really distant from their heart. I can't say that's me. That's
everything I attempted to pursue felt empty and meaningless.
Yeah, Scorpio.
I was working as an actress at the time, and after the highs of booking a job, I would eventually come crashing down, feeling even more unfulfilled. I, like so many of us, depended entirely on the outside world to confirm my worth and fulfill my needs. Not realizing that in the act of looking outside of myself for love and validation, I was getting more and more distant from myself.
Sorry about that, y'all. My mic went out. So yeah, y'all heard what she said. She said in the midst of her needs, when you think more about your needs, How am I saying it though? No, I think I'm talking about wants. When you talk more about your wants and the need for your heart is not there. It just it's a triple effect. You got to have your mind, heart, and hopefully, some people, your soul working together. And you can just have so much more fulfilling moments in life. I've always noticed when I focus in on using my brain to evaluate situations and have discussions, it's so much more fulfilling. But when you forget to use your heart, you forget to use that piece of your brain that brings enjoyment as well, or that moment of being alive. If you just try to use this, you got to use this too. So I'm working on it.
I grew irritated, exhausted, and so very heartsick. Behind the veneer of a blessed and abundant life, I was restless and unsatisfied. This suffering took shape in the form of anger and depression, and a haunting loneliness and desolation. I spent years in this place of reactivity and rage before I realized that there was a river of pure love running through me. I didn't need validation from the outside. I needed to connect with my heart. With nothing working for me in the real world, in the outside world of me, I had to start looking elsewhere. I had to engage with the unseen world of spirit. Each afternoon, when I felt the sorrow come, instead of drowning in it, I would quietly pray and then become still. As I created space around my grief, I would feel a powerful surge drawing me into myself. Eventually, the voice of my heart began to eclipse the voice of my suffering. I started sensing seemingly random requests and insights and bursts. Talk to strangers, ask them what makes them happy, meditate, explore inside yourself. And I followed through with each and every request, sensing there was an urgency and becoming disciplined in listening to the inner mystery instructing me. I was coming back to the home I had left all those years ago as a frightened little girl. And slowly, moment by moment, I came closer and closer to my source of unconditional love and divinity.
Facts, Uppity. That sure was a breakthrough. When she stated about the two parts of finding her spirit, I know two that I try to use that I feel like has definitely helped me. And one of them to help find your spirit, that one of the first forms for me was yoga. Like you would never think like yoga. I used to do the corpse. It's called a position called the corpse. It helps you to go into that meditative type of state, and in that state you will feel weightless. That's the first form of like finding a spirit. I feel is when you're weightless, you feel just free, you're cool. You got to be like real cool, and it brings relaxation. And it was like forms where I was doing it. I'm telling you, y'all, I had hurt my back, and I had healed myself with that yoga because it helps you to find all your tension. The last time I did yoga was probably at the beginning of this year, and I felt so out of whack. because I ain't didn't do it in a while. So it was a real bumpy ride. Like I could not go into my, finding my body. So that just showed how torn apart I was from the spirit. Cause I was like, oh, I can't find anything. All I felt was like a lot of pain. But that helped me. And then I just found that spot with prayer. You got to find your own spot with prayer. That's what I'm gonna definitely say. I found my connection with it where I become a totally different person when I'm praying. And that's something that I feel like one of your spiritual, the ways you get to your spirit has to be on a level of, I definitely, want to share, but it's a form of privacy that you'll know. You'll know. You'll know that it's something that's a plus in your life because you'll be able to form a bond with it. And I know that's where I have a strength at when I get on my knees and pray. And so many good things come out of that. It helps me with my decision making. I'll get kind of more into like decisions and stuff like that later. But yeah, Boo, you are absolutely right, Uppity. That's what she was going through, was a breakthrough. She's kind of, I don't know, she's really not kind of saying exactly what may have caused this breakthrough. She actually, maybe she didn't tell us, if she had a form of depression, but it had to be since, that's why I'm thinking like, well, what did something happen to you when you were 5? Did somebody, mess with you or something? Because it's very young. And it doesn't sound to me like she was able to really live a happy childhood. So, I wonder if she'll tell us what may have happened.
My heart. My pain pushed until a greater vision, a heart-led vision of myself, pulled. In learning to meditate, I saw that my agony was not caused by anything outside of me. Now, when rage would rise in my thoughts, I would follow the sensation of pain and find it in my tissues, my body, in the tightening feeling around my throat. I was being choked, and not by something outside of me, but from within. All this hurt and heartache I had been living with, as it turns out, was under my ownership. The onus to change was on me. This was the beginning of my journey of self-realization. I became determined to turn toward and care for my uncomfortable thoughts and fears, and the stories I was telling myself about why things felt the way they did. I wanted to stop bracing against life and start living it. Gradually, the inner shouting stopped. The anger quieted. I became intimate with the feelings that would sweep through me. I witnessed them. I named them. I held them as one would hold a frightened child. I sat and listened to each feeling and sensation and watched again and again how my loving attention transformed them from rigid and inflexible to soft and undefended. This gentle process taught me that I had a sacred choice. I could choose how I wanted to live. I could choose love or pain. It was about addressing, not avoiding, my afflictions. My life, in turn, became less muddy and dense. I freed up all that energy I was using in anger and victimhood and I used it as momentum toward more joy and freedom. I watched in awe as my external reality shifted to match this new frequency of love I was generating. Now that I was no longer holding the people and circumstances in my life accountable for my well-being, my relationships began to ripen and grow sweet. This type of mastery, I've come to believe, is what we are all starving for, what we are lonely for, what we are longing to know is our own loving. We are longing to become heart-minded, to override the busy mind and its instinct to protect, so we can feel and experience, bloom and thrive, rest and receive. In her book Upstream, Selected Essays, the poet Mary Oliver wrote, "Attention is the beginning of devotion." I know this to be true. In becoming attentive to my body, mind, and spirit, I fell in love with myself.
Me too, Scorpio.
Entirety. And I became hopelessly devoted to forever exhuming the wisdom of my heart. This period of my life was just the fissure beginning to open, the sweetness on my tongue that sent me seeking to uncover more. My heart continues to this very day to further break open, imbuing me with more love. The unfolding of my heart-led journey continues in the chapters to follow.
Okay.
Each of us has unique reasons for shutting down our hearts and hiding the parts of ourselves we are ashamed of. We tuck wounds and vulnerabilities deep inside and make our bodies battlegrounds. We push down and away all the ways of being and feeling that we sense or are explicitly told are unacceptable. And we create rifts between the self we present to the world and what's really going on inside of us. Everything we hide and suppress siphons energy we could be using to create a beautiful life and blocks us from accessing joy and abundance, dulling and dimming the light of who we really are. If we continue to neglect this internal tangle of dishonored thoughts and feelings, we generate unlove and dis-ease within ourselves. The fragments accumulate and collect, distancing us from the force that was meant to guide and instruct us through life, the heart. Through this process of dissonance and disconnect, we enter the realm of the half-awake and fall into a sleepy state of suffering that is full of confusion, unexplained hopelessness, anxiousness, and existential angst. We push things deep and away in hopes of burying them, but that never works. We become hardened, but our suffering remains. To discover the language and message of our heart, we need to take the time to look deep within ourselves. We must decide to excavate, to search for the tender parts of us we have abandoned and hidden away. We must look to welcome home the split off and orphan parts. This retrieval of the forsaken is where profound and beautiful soul making begins.
My goodness.
Our hearts.
Y'all, this book is something else. That's why I just said it can change your life. because it can. That something that I've been doing lately, and I feel like now this is a good reminder. I've been more focused on just trying to use my brain to, interpret things and just like jump into a conversation or something like that. Sometimes it's good. Well, no, all the time it's good to try to use your brain and your heart. It helps for more of you to come out. And this right here, she's basically saying that she's going to help with that. She's going to help, for you to go in deeper with your heart, to just see. Because I'm going to tell y'all, I don't go in here a lot because, from certain things where I've gotten hurt in the past, I was scared to go in here. Because, my first, I just call them lustful affairs, when you think it's love, but that short relationship, that this was my first time, basically, getting with a guy on a level of, hey, we starting something. And that, I guess you call it lust. But it was a form of love too. And that was the first time that I really, after, the death of my mother, that heartbreak, and then my aunt, y'all, it's just gets worse from there. But the actual heartbreak, Uppity did say that's different though. So yeah, my actual first break in my heart was because of lust, and I broke down for like at least for a week and about 2 weeks. It was solid 2 weeks. I couldn't do anything. It's good to have people around you though that kind of can see where you could be at when you're in that state of heartbreak. Because having the wrong people around in that state, you can really wind up in some trouble. So I was able to heal. I say lucky me. I was able to heal from that. The only way I've noticed to heal from a heartbreak is you gotta let time pass. That was how I healed from mine. And then I told myself from there, heartbreak is worse than having 10. Well, no, I really don't like a hangover. I really don't like one. But it's worse than 5 5 hangovers joined together. That's how bad it is, because it takes your body over. And the only way you can heal from heartache is to let time bypass. And as an adult, it becomes even harder, because if you're a working adult, if you got to go to work, you just got to move on with it. Because what they always say when you're going to work, working at they always tell you don't bring your feelings to work, from where I stood when it came there. So that's why I was so terrified. I was like, oh no, I can't get into no heartbreak. So where's my lock and key? Lock that thing right on up. And I did that for quite some time. But you shouldn't lock your heart up though. You really shouldn't. You got to go through it. You got to have a lot of courage in life sometimes. And I would never wish this on nobody. Some people get heartbreak after heartbreak, and they still make it though. So that was something. Oh, Scorpio, you said, what is the name of the book again? I want to get it. Oh, anytime, boo. Yes, Scorpio. It's called Hard Minded. And it's by Sarah Blondin. Yeah. It's called Hard Minded: How to Hold Yourself and Others in Love. Oh, Scorpio, you said You said, "Oh, I don't either. It's difficult to allow yourself to be vulnerable." Yeah, isn't it, boo? After so many negative experiences. Yeah, it in the most scariest. Well, this is another scary heartbreak, y'all. Is it's a lot of them, isn't it? Is if you fall in love with somebody that is harming you. That's bad. That's horrible. Because it's like, how can you get out of that if you really love them? You said turn your feelings off. I am a sensitive person. I can't help it. Yeah, boo. Me too. Yeah, Scorpio. I mean, now I would definitely be, I'll say, so every so, you got to kind of you got to try things. But yeah, I had certain times where I kind of knew, where I thought I knew where certain things were headed. I went on, I said, oh no, let me go ahead and turn it off, and move forward. Especially, I was with this dude where I really thought maybe me and him could have like really tried something, because I did like him. But I noticed controlling things about him. And I was like, no, I can't, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And I asked, and I think I've told y'all this before. I asked him one thing and he kicked me out. I was like, see, you're ready to get toxic. And I said, nope. I had just read that book by Elin Harris, Say a Little Prayer. And the last words in that book, y'all, that's one thing. The last words in books matter to me. The last words were, let go and let God. And that's what I told him. And you should have seen the way he was like, he was kind of like talking to me like, you'll be back. But no, I said, let go and let go and let God. Because I didn't feel like it was going to go anywhere. That was healthy for me. Because he was a very dominant guy that I did like. It was an attraction. But it was just like, I was like, no, he was like fully dominant, and he just, the way his whole setup was, it seemed like, he was a very, I think a clean cut guy. But it was just too many modes of, I didn't see it going in the right places. So first sign, of things, I left and I didn't go back. And then this is certain things that they do too. They'll hit you up. When I told him let go and let God, I meant it. And there he go. He hit me up not maybe a good 6 months later, acting like nothing happened. I didn't even pay him any attention. I was like, what are you trying to start? Yes, I do understand that people can change, but I was already too in tune with the whole let go and let God. Well, you said, well, thank you. You got out that toxic situation. Yeah, boo. Scorpio, you said they always do. I'm beginning to think, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're right. They always do come back. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it, dear. Yeah, I'm glad I did too. I think if he had caught me, maybe before that situation, I may have kind of fell within to certain things that he wanted to do, but that was I'll say the mind and the heart playing together, working together and saying, nah, something ain't right here. Do you really want to do this? it's certain parts where I feel like a one-sided relationship is in different categories as well. You would think sometimes people want full control over the relationship and they don't want you to have any say so in it. Yeah. So y'all, that's it. Did y'all want to listen? I mean, let's see how much more, because I know folks got got dinner to eat and stuff like that. I think it says we did 5% of the book is completed. We got quite a bit of time with this book, y'all. So we'll listen up to 25 minutes. Yeah, then we'll be done for the day.
How's the essence of life and source? They are the well of divinity within us, which when aligned with, awakened, and reconnected to, will eradicate and heal, forgive and dispel, and reconcile and release each hurtful relationship and memory. Our hearts are the source of our inspiration to spread and stir love and goodness throughout the world. I would go so far as to say that if each of us were to choose to live in alignment with our hearts, the world would have no choice but to find peace. The earth would thrive. How could it not? We may once have had very good reasons to guard our hearts. We thought we had to protect ourselves from further hurt. But from the seat of awareness, there is not one good reason to continue doing so. We are not born this way. We had to learn to shut down. And by the good grace of life, we can unlearn it. We can learn to open back up to the force of love and joy that resides within us in every moment of every day. If you want to live a heart-minded life, the decision is yours, dear one. It begins by making the choice to take just one small step toward yourself instead of away. Start gently blowing on the wounded and scared parts of yourself as if they were hot coals. Stoke them with encouraging words. Cocoon them in love. Genuinely care for them. They need to be coaxed into coming out from protection, and they need a life raft to hold on to when traversing through the rough and choppy waters of the darkness. Most importantly, you need tender, gentle, and constant encouragement to strengthen your resolve in keeping your heart open, especially when your fine-tuned instincts to protect are activated. This audiobook is built of practices that will do just that. You can listen to this audiobook from start to finish, or you can skip to any chapter and start listening. Each chapter is designed to be its own whole. So slow down and settle as you listen.
Ooh.
Soak up the contents as if by osmosis with your whole body, mind, and heart. And don't just listen to it. Live it. Learn what your heart wants you to know. Find your antidotes to the hindrances around your heart. Practice. Use this audiobook. Welcome, dear one. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Okay, y'all. I'm so happy to be welcomed into this. She basically told us, that right there, certain things that I just heard from that strong opening, the encouraging words were walk into your heart with situations. I never thought about it like that. Certain things where you got to confront. A lot of times you think like, oh, I got to have every bit of strained brain power. But yeah, walk into yourself sometimes, into a situation. I never have done that, thinking about it. Walk into yourself and tell somebody how you feel. Oh, this is gonna be strengthening right here. Scorpio boo, we may be able to handle that key quite well with our hearts, boo. We might can handle it. Cause see, that's one thing. That's why I will always love. They got me ready to listen to it. Our girl, Tamara Braxton, Love and War. Ooh, I will always love that song. Ooh, I gotta listen to that. Tamara Braxton, y'all, Love and War. That song is something serious. Yeah, I gotta listen to that. Only in Love and War. Yeah, Scorpio boo. I think you're right. Yeah, it's definitely a process. And you see how patient she sounds. She sounds like she's gonna be so patient. I'm gonna really get with this. Yeah. And I'm gonna try to, take in the practices because I know I definitely need this. Yeah. So Scorpio, we are ready, boo. I'm about to. I guess I got a crab cake in there that I'm gonna cook up with some potatoes with green. Ooh, and I got some Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna make that, and I'm gonna be listening to Tamara Braxton's "Only in Love and War." I gotta hear that today. Hold on, trying to fight it. Oh, tell us, Tamara Braxton. It's same here though, but this book, hard minded. I want to become hard minded. I want to step in situations with my heart. Oh, Scorpio, you said I put the book on my wish list for Target. Oh, thanks, boo. Yes, that's awesome, baby. Yeah, I bet you Target actually has the physical copies too. I would buy this book on a physical copy. And you see how easy it is to understand her and stuff too. I gotta look at more of Jeffrey Chapman's recommendations because I like his recommendations. Like I understood everything that she said tonight. It wasn't any hard words or something like that. So yeah, I hope that she is a multi-platinum off bookmaker because that means she even has even more of the self-help and good type motivating books. Oh, you said, oh, you are so welcome, baby, and thank you. Oh, Lady Dimples, you said no, we are bored. Oh no, we are boycotting Target. Dang, you know what, Lady Dimples? I was in there, right? And the things I use for my skincare, y'all, is butter skin. Do I have any? Oh no, I don't got none around right now. I use butter skin and I love it. Lady Dimples, being me and you got the browns, our brown skin. You could use the butter skin too. Black owned company. Target didn't have it in their Ultra Beauty. I said the girl didn't even want to speak to me. I went it because they have the Ultra Beauty in certain parts of Target. In our Targets, they have their own little setup of Ultra Beauty. And I wanted to be like, do y'all know how they are doing Ultra Beauty now? Up in Target, it ain't too many products for us in there. Ain't too many at all. Because I was looking and I said, I don't see the butter skin. The girl went over there. She wasn't even trying. She walked away. I said, no help. No help. So I just went on and carried on. I said, I'll go to the main Ultra Beauty. And I can't see Lady Dimples. I can't stop shopping at Ultra Beauty. Okay. Because they have the product that I need. They have it right there. I would love to continue to get that stuff offline for the Black-owned business, but it's up in Ultra Beauty, so I'll go get it from them. But yeah, Target. I can't. Well, I did just go there and get some Oreos though, Lady Dimples. I went and got me some Post Malone Oreos, as well as the other limited edition Oreos, birthday cake golden Oreos. I know, yeah, boo. Shake your head. It's certain things about Target that I do like, but I can definitely get some products from Walmart too. Can't believe Target. Tell Target, don't do us like this. Sometimes it's a better Walmart because you can just kind of go in, get what you need. Yeah, the checkout lines be long, but usually they run quite fast. But yeah, we still be up in there though. We still be up in there, Lady Dimples. It's one Target. I tell you find everybody over there, y'all. We be up in there, and they'll have certain products. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I think I'm still gonna be a Target shopper. I was still a Chick-fil-A eater. So I don't know if I'm gonna steer away from that. Dimples, I'm telling you, when you working for the man every night and day, y'all work was something else today. Thank goodness for this book, but work was something serious. I had to play supervisor today, and it's not fun. It's not fun. Like, because my supervisor was not there today, so it was, oh yeah, bro, you got to take it over. As soon as I get into a spot where is this meeting, and that's why I told Shakim earlier. I was like, Shakim, I got a meeting. Get up in there, and they hounded on you. Hold on, what did you say? You? Yeah, next time you need to have this. I said, and then because nowadays you have like 2-3 meetings. The last one was so overdrawn, and I'm telling you, y'all, it was the worst. What is needed for a 2-hour meeting, and you sitting there talking about something for 45 minutes, and we got to sit there and look in your face, and oh, he's mad today. Okay, I could have been doing work with my coworkers. I had work that we needed to complete, but they want to sit there and have a 2-hour meeting about the same thing for almost 45 minutes. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I said, you don't got me in here for no 2 hours. I was just looking over. People started leaving. I should have left too. People started leaving. But then my happy-go-lucky self went on over there and sat by my director. And he's asking me questions. And I'm over there looking at him. Can I go? Because we got work that we can be complete. And I can be completing with my group of people. I mean, most of them in there are basically, what's the word that you say? Dog eat dog world. Yeah, that's what goes on up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all for themselves. They all for themselves anyway. So I'm like, I'm with my group of people. That's where I need to be. Y'all trying to tear everybody down as much as it is anyways. But y'all, I'm sorry. That's I had to give y'all a little bit of that too. But yes, this book is awesome. And y'all, please go and check out my girl too, Alicia Burney. Bad news. Very shocking. I don't want to get over that one. It's just I can't believe it. So that, as well as this book that we are going to get more deeply involved in, and we're going to learn, you know, I'm going to learn how to, as much as I go in here, I want to be going in here too. I want to go up in here and be able to work it and step with this. Lady Dimples, we're going to start stepping with this, boo. We going to make Lady Dimples a housewife. You about to be a housewife, Lady Dimples. We're going to have you right on in there cooking for your man. See, she don't want nothing to do with it. And I be trying to tell her, Lady Dimples, sometimes you got to step outside your comfort zone. Meaning, you may not need no black ninja. Lady Dimples might need to be with, you know, I told her a Latino or something like that. But I don't, but you know what? No, Lady Dimples says she wants to stick with, you know, with the black man. There's nothing wrong with sticking with a black man. But I think, you know, Lady Dimples, do you want to be a housewife? She talks too much. Hey, baby. I don't know. See, she probably, okay, we just gonna keep being hoes. That's all right, Lady Dimples. We can just continue to be a hoe. That a hoe can have a heart, and that's the truth. We gonna hold on. Where the hell is the motel at? Where the hell is that motel? Y'all, but no. See, thank y'all though so much. This has been a good talk. And let me just say the name of that book again. We want yeah, Scorpio. We want to be hard-minded. I want to be more hard-minded. Where does that term come from? Hard-minded, the other term that we use a lot. Hang on, I'll think about it later, y'all. But yeah, I do want to be more hard involved with, you know, certain situations that I'm in. I feel like that can be the next step to, you know, just really building on a relationship, whether it's being a friendship or a relationship. Scorpio, you said Dimples is going to get you, bro. Yeah, she sure is, Scorpio. But you know what? Yeah, earlier today, but this is something, that's why I hope that Dimples did listen to this book, because it can help her. Because she was saying Bay. She was saying she was saying Boo and Bay to shock him. And now she over here, she was saying, she called him a dog again. She called him a dog or something. Let me make sure that, you know, because she's gonna say, "Ooh, Ro, you lying." Let's see what she said. She said it earlier, y'all. She said, something about he ain't ish or, yeah, hold on, I got you, Lady Dimples. She said, oh, okay, no, she didn't say, okay, let me see, I gotta get that right. Sorry, y'all. She just said that I can have Shakim. That's what she said. So she didn't say nothing bad about him. So she still like him. But she felt that he was playing on her emotions. Oh, you said, hey, boo, Link. Okay, yeah, boo, we can talk a little while. You said Shakim keeps playing with her emotions. I love me some Dimples. She is a good CC. Yeah, Scorpio, I think she is too. But Lady Dimples get herself, you know, she's just gonna get herself in some trouble. You know, hey, I mean, trouble. That's what she knows. She knows trouble. I mean, that's just what it is, you know, trouble. She knows it. But trouble, it can be something else though, Lady Dimples. I guess she's a big girl. She can take care of herself. Really? Oh, Scorpio. Yeah, boo. You said shock him is a trip. I like him as well. Yeah. Yeah, I really have, I'll say, grown to, have, definitely, had a liking for Shakim. I feel like Shakim, he is one of the CCs. He has a lot of patience. He does. And he actually listens. Unlike a lot of people. He does. He'll listen, and you can actually have a conversation. He's not going to be quick to overtalk you, and he's more the type that if you poke at him, he'll just like any other person, he will maybe show you like, look, I'm human too, you love to poke at me. So yeah, I definitely, that's what I've felt from Shakim. Yeah. But I mean, I guess I'll go ahead and just make this dinner. This was a great live though. I wish it was definitely on a better note, though, especially when it came to my Alicia Burney. But yeah, we got introduced to this book today. She said she is going to give us some very powerful words in hard-minded. She's going to help us be way more hard-minded. And it's going to help throughout life. Right now, I'm using my heart right now. And now I just got to put my heart screens and my brain together. And voila, I think I'll have so much more to give. Oh, y'all, here's my girl, Demon Soul.
Hey, boo, what's up?
Hey, babe. Oh, Lord, oh, boo. Somebody else coming up too.
I just wanted to tell you I'm going live in a second.
Oh, okay, you'll be live. Okay.
And
Yeah.
then I heard you cooking. What you say you finna get ready to eat?
Some some crab cakes and some Brussels sprouts, and I got some potatoes too.
Oh, okay. I'm eating some chicken, and then I'm in there boiling some of them little, the little baby Yukon Gold potatoes. I like those, cause I don't have nobody else to cook for, cause I'm single without kids right now. My daughter with my mother for spring break, so I'm rocking out with my cock out like I'm a single woman.
Oh Lord, boo. Oh, boo,
And
you
my
said
husband,
you was
my
ready to be a
husband,
hot girl summer quick.
yeah, I dispatched him on a small little run up to the Carolinas. So, shit, I got 2 days to go in and sin and gin.
Okay then, boo. You better do that.
Every now and then you need a long time. A girl needs a little. We know a long time, child. But yeah, my daughter getting spoiled, so she enjoying herself. But yeah, I needed a little break. So I was, let grandma step in. Cause my mama just retired, so she got all the time in the world, child.
He gave you a little hall pass.
Oh no, I ain't get a hall. Now my only hall pass, I have one hall pass, and that's for Omar Epps. That'll never happen, but that's my one hall pass.
Oh, okay then. Yeah,
I've been in
Omar.
love with Omar Epps since Juice, baby. I named my first vibrator Omar Epps. Look at me, I've been drinking a little wine. I'm talking too much.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna bring out In Too Deep now. Hold on, In Too Deep. What's another one that Omar was in? He was in that. He was on that hospital show.
Juice,
House.
Woods, all types of shit. Deep cover, yeah, Into Deep. I like Into Deep, not Deep cover, Into Deep. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's one of my favorites for him or whatever. He been on them all types of shit.
I love that. But
He was in a limited series for a while.
you remember how fake that was though, boo? When Tyrese swam across the ocean. He swam across the ocean to find Megan Good. I said that y'all know that man. He could swim like that. He was muscled in the In Too Deep, but he swam across that ocean, y'all. That's that real love right there.
I
That's the
know
type of
that's
man
the
nipples
truth,
want. That's
child.
the type of black
Cause
man
some of
nipples
these niggas won't even swim in a darn kiddie pool for you, let alone a damn ocean.
Yeah.
But bro, I enjoy. I've been listening to you when I was straightening up in there, and going through some stuff. I was listening to you read the book. It was really soothing. You got a really soothing, comforting voice anyway. So if you read materials that's soothing, it kind of brings you in. I'm like, Scorpio, bro, making me want to darn get, because you had such a look of peace over you as you was receiving it and getting in it. I was like, shit, I might need to put it in my cart. And I'm not boycotting Target, so it's all good. I love the fact that when I go in there now, I feel like a nigga in paradise. Like they so happy to see me because all the other black people boycott, especially this one where I live. I like going and putting the black face in it because it's real white out here in my suburbs. And I go in there, and what I love about the fact that the black people ain't there is that I got my pick of all the black designer and the Black History Month stuff they have, and all the black, like the Tabitha products and all the other black designers. Ain't nobody competing for them. It had so many sizes available. I was like, Lord, black folks, keep on boycotting. I love this. They was overly helpful to them, help me because the black folks ain't coming. I'm like, see, they know how to treat a queen. So I'm like, you know what? I was almost like, shit, I might put a Trump hat on next time I go if I get this kind of customer service. I like these niggas boycotting. Stay gone. Because I don't know
Oh,
what the hell y'all ain't boycotting Walmart for. They been racist for years. I worked for them a summer when I was 19 going into college. And I said, the lady told me you gonna burn bridges when I quit. I said, baby, this is, and I always been talking like this since I was young. I told her at 18 years old, baby, this is the one bridge that I know I will never have to cross over as far as working here. Now, it took me a while to go back to shopping there because I only did Target so I had a child. Having a child make you go to Walmart. I said, but baby, don't you ever worry about this one bridge. And so, knock on wood, since 18 and I'm 46 now, I ain't never had to go back and work for Walmart. So, yeah. But anyway, you got another
oh,
guest. I'm gonna go on mute. I was just coming here to let you know I was going live and ask you what you say you was cooking again. What did you say you was cooking again?
some a crab cake and some Brussels sprouts and some potatoes.
How you gonna do
Yeah.
your potatoes?
You know what? Well, boo, they gonna be microwaved.
Oh, you mean like a baked potato? You gonna make it like a baked potato?
No, it's the potatoes that are cut up. It's
Oh,
the
okay.
yeah, the Russell potatoes. I want to say it has
You
some.
like Brussels sprouts? I haven't tried them with these new ways of people cooking it, but everybody keep telling me you just ain't had them right. You just ain't had them right. And I love cabbage, and they can say it's almost similar to cabbage, and I'm like, from what I remember growing up, Brussels sprouts. So I said I'm gonna try them since these new restaurants be putting bacon on them and doing all this stuff, cause I just cannot eat them. But you like Brussels sprouts like that, or you just eat them cause they healthy?
I like them, boo. Yeah, I like the salt and pepper ones, and I can eat them regular too with just some a little bit of seasoning up there, some soy sauce, or which is another kind. Oh yeah, I like vinegar up there. The I want to say the how you say it, the BLAMIC.
Balsamic.
Balsamic. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, balsamic vinegar.
And
I
I
like
just wanted,
those.
Roy, this is out of love, but I want to correct you a little bit. I couldn't let you go wrong. It's Tamar Braxton, baby, not Tamara. It's Tamara. It's Tamar Braxton.
Tamar. Oh, thanks, boo. Yes,
Tamar.
yeah. I'll tear up somebody's name.
In Love and War. Yeah, Tamar Braxton. But go ahead.
Yeah, that shoot, boo. That song got me going. That's what I was. Yeah, I did say that too. I'm gonna be singing. Tamar. I mean, listen to Tamar while I'm cooking that. Um, yeah, but yeah, that's basically what what I was gonna eat. Yeah, but I do like those Brussels sprouts. I like all types of seasoning on my Brussels sprouts. Yeah, because I think I see them as little cabbages. Real little mini cabbages because I love cabbage, and it's just layers. It's layers. That's one of my favorite vegetables though, because it's not stemmy. Certain vegetables can be stemmy, and I just don't like that. Like I love asparagus, but I don't like it when it's too stemmy. Yeah, yeah. So, Lady Dimples, how's your night going?
Oh, just fabulous. You should try Brussels sprouts fried. My job, they fry them and mix them with Parmesan cheese. And
Oh, now that sounds good,
Oh,
Dimples.
that is good. I don't like them no other way, but they'll put them in there. and it's so good. But I want to come up here because you try and act like I'm trying to find a clip. That live was so long with Brian. But you don't remember when he was talking about saying that you was mad at him because he didn't answer the phone. He wasn't answering the phone because he was with Dwayne, and that you were like jealous of Dwayne. You don't remember none of that exchange from
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah, so I remember when I
Whose
had brought
live
up
was it? Because
Dwayne.
when I go live, I'll play they live. Whose live was it?
It was Jay Wilson's, but it's too
Yeah.
long. It's like 5 hours long.
Oh, you don't
It's
know
too
the minute
long.
mark?
No, I was trying to find the minute mark, but it's too long. Vic got up there, and then it came to a point before you got down. You wanted him to ask about Dwayne again, but I don't think they ever got to that point, or I didn't. It was like right before, like at the 5 hour 40 minute mark or something. That see, I guess Jay Wilson's live is so long, I can't. It doesn't have a transcript. Usually, that's how I find stuff because I'll go through the transcript, but don't have a transcript. But there was a thing where he was saying that she was mad because he didn't answer the phone because he was with Dwayne.
Did you
Yeah.
check the comments from Ron P?
Ron P didn't put no comments.
Oh, damn.
Or he has me blocked because I was talking shit on him.
Somebody else been doing that, doing the comments too, y'all. I
I,
forgot who it was.
I,
It
don't-
was it Molly? I think
I don't
Molly been doing it.
I don't know. But so you don't remember none of that exchange?
Yeah, I mean things were going so they were like it just happened out of nowhere on the way Brown was feeling. So even me bringing up, I remember saying Dwayne's name, and then Brian definitely he just got triggered by the moment of me saying it. But I think I may have said it in this live, where what I knew what happened between Dwayne, where I was he was calling me, and then he said Dwayne was calling him. He didn't seem very interested in talking to him.
Well, must have been the opposite because when you was calling him, he wasn't doing it. But this is what makes me uncomfortable with True Row because why do you allow this man to weaponize your relationship? The scales are unbalanced. He wants to drive when he calls, and then he wants to get mad and block you. Then he's in there talk about you. I was writing notes. You have him wrapped around his finger. He's taking his power back. That's why he was avoiding you. Why would you want to meet someone that's saying all these things about you? And then you're trying to confirm firm details, and the boy's crazy. And then I guess he got a car accident, and he's over there trying to, he likes to sue people. I think he's trying to build up for a lawsuit about his rotator cuff and how his quality of life is going. So is he still working? It don't sound like he's in physical therapy. The boy is crazy. And then that crying, because I'm like, well, did you really tell him that? Because you're saying,
Crying.
yes. Oh my God, he was crying because he's swearing that Roe told him that I sent him my booty pics. And Roe, there was some pics sent,
But
but
even if
it
they
was not
was
mine.
even if it was
Yeah.
a booty pic, why would Brian be crying
He
over it? They're not
starts
together.
crying because
But
Roe
they're
said that's
not
not happened.
together though.
And then
Ro
he
and
starts,
Brian aren't
yup.
together.
It's crazy. It was crazy. And like it's I don't know why, bro, you would still entertain meeting that boy after that. He's unstable. I'm trying to tell you.
Dimples, I mean, I understand what
You
you're
don't feel you
saying,
didn't feel
but
triggered or nothing, like unsafe. Like what if he did that to you in person? And then you sitting there like boo boo the fool and he's saying all this stuff to you. Like you're not even phased. What if he does that to you in private? How you gonna get it out that situation? And I know he says he's not violent, but you don't know. And if you acting like that over a four loco, he wasn't
I
violent to you.
I think that Brian is
You can't
definitely going
rationalize
through
you're
something right
crazy.
now.
You can't rationalize you're crazy. And I think that's what you're trying to do.
But no, but you know what, Dimples, sometimes when you get hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like he was hurt. So I'm thinking, he may not have had the painkillers that they may give you. So, he was taking the alcohol in. And when you like somebody,
You're
that's
trying
the
to make
thing.
excuses for
Th-
that. This is toxic behavior, and he was outright unless you're doing he's outright lying on you and thinking of a situation that you are adamant did not happen. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, I just
TML, do you hear what I'm saying? I know you didn't see the live, but you gotta watch this live. Like he was literally bust out crying and it was a mess. And all because Rose like this did not happen. And Rose explaining to him there was pictures sent, but it wasn't of her. And he's just like he is acting up and Rose sitting like this. And I'm like, why isn't this boy concerned about this behavior?
Because Brian says that as a friend, I don't always have his back. So he was feeling those emotions. He felt
You
like
can't
that.
have a
I
back on
didn't
a
have.
lie.
That's what I said. But for some reason, he felt that this was the time to just feel like that people were against him.
Do
That's
you
why I said
get
this was a
that
good book for him to
irrational?
listen to.
That's irrational, and the fact, and it's not even fair to you that you even trying to make excuses for that behavior.
But Dimples, people that you have met on, this
Yeah.
application, or you've known,
Well, that same thing with
and
Shakim, because now Shakim's over there trying to play with me, talking about Dory's talking about something. Oh, Shakim shared the love song like 24 hours, but he didn't tag and I didn't even see it. So Dory was like, oh, after last night, I think y'all like each other. And then I had a revelation because when I was over at Clyde Diva's, Clyde Diva had called out like what I thought with Rex. She was like, they were like, Rex was over there, doing his thing. And I had even told him not to bring Rex up because Rex does the same thing. But this time, I'm not going to jump scared. I'm going to talk my shit. But it still makes me feel uncomfortable, the shit he says to me. And Jakim just sits there and doesn't say anything. And it's just like, I done cried. I done pleaded. This boy, me and Rex been going back and forth like this since November. It started on Carrie's panel. And he won't leave me alone. And I don't know why he allows that. Now he said he made up a rule that he can't let him up, but now he's telling us he likes me and he wants to entertain me, and that he played some love song for me or whatever. I'm like, boy, shut up! Like that ship has sailed because you should have been having them feelings when I wrote you that letter that you ignored, and why do I have to beg you to treat me like a human, right?
well, yeah, yeah. I think your letter should have been valid.
Yeah, no, he
But
just bypassed it and said it was bullshit. So, and I had poured my heart out in that letter. So I'm not allowing him to play with
but
me.
but Dimples, you did say though. See the thing about your letter could have been more valid, but you took it to the peen. You was like, oh no, I just want your peen. So your letter got thrown away. Because you like,
Oh, shut
you
up.
want
You always try to conflate the peen. Shut up, bro. Because you want the peen too. When I sent you his dick, I know your mouth was watering.
you. You
You
said,
know it was. You was like, oh, nice.
Dimples, I didn't need for
Say
you to
it.
send me that
Say
though
it.
because
Yeah, you like dick, Rose. Shut up. See, you be lying and then you be to my
no,
friends,
I
and then
mean
you
I
got a
didn't say I didn't
warped
like it. I
definition
didn't
of
like it. I didn't.
friendship.
Yeah, I did say it was nice, but you so ready. Ooh, I mean, I didn't need that.
So
If I
what?
wanted to see Shakim's opinion, I could have asked him. But
Well,
because you got to have
I
that,
was sharing the wealth. But so you still feel comfortable
you
with
shouldn't even be
meeting.
looking at his opinion. Because if you feeling like
Well,
this
I like
about him,
dick.
yeah. But this is a man that you said done rip through your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. My first ex was Puerto Rican and Dominican. So I have dated
Ooh.
Hispanics. Matter of
Okay,
fact, he
yeah,
taught
because
me how to
we
make
did talk
rice and
about that.
beans. He taught me how to make chicken. So Frito, we used to cook. He tried to teach me to do that dance by cheddar, but I ain't got no rhythm. Oh, but I
Ooh,
used to have a lot of fun. But he was a horrible cheater. Matter of fact, he he dated Shangela. Now Shangela is having all these rumors about doing this stuff, and now I'm wondering. Oh, it was a mess. That boy was
really,
such a
Dimples? What?
liar.
Oh, oh,
He
yeah.
was such
I like
he was such
Angela
a
without.
liar. He's a porn star. Well, he did do porn, but he was such a liar. Oh my God, he put me through the ringer. It was terrible. One day I'll tell that story, but it was horrible.
Oh yeah, boo. How long were you with him? Were you with him?
On a couple months, but in gay years, oh my God, I went through so much with him in like 4 months. It was terrible.
Oh wow.
Oh, y'all have to tell that story. So I can't deal with no bums. And Shaq Kim's got a tick tick boom boom. But I think so. So you don't feel uncomfortable with Ro. Like at Demon, so you're gonna have to watch this live or see through the part where he started crying, how erotic it was. Like erratic. I mean, not erotic. It wasn't sexual. Like I just don't know how you would even feel comfortable still meeting that man after that.
See, the thing about it is, when I went up there initially, I was kind of fearful because I was like, hold
You
on,
should have
I
been.
didn't. No, no, I mean on a level for what was going on with Brian because I didn't have any contact with him, and then he took his channel down. I hadn't seen him on passes, and I was like,
But
is
he
he
was
okay?
purposely ignoring you. He said that. I guess because he feels as though you got some power over him. He was saying that. Like I don't know how you missed these key parts. Maybe you need to go back and listen to the live because you were caught up in
Yeah,
the moment. But he was saying a lot of shit.
yeah. I mean, I did hear that, but then I just want Brian to understand where what he's saying, because I'm like, Brian, you say that we are friends,
Well,
and the way
that
you're
wasn't friend
acting is not.
behavior.
Mhm.
And then he was saying he was hanging out with Dan and Dan was over there and you were jealous or something. But now you're saying that there was a time where Dan was calling him. Like the boy is crazy. Same thing how he does with the Mexican, the tutor. And that sounds like a really nice guy. Like he likes to play these power games but acts like he's powerless and that you're doing something to him. It's so many red flags and
I just wanted him to have a good time. I did, when you're still thinking in that level of being somebody's friend. Because he did say, Dimples, we gotta say, like, he was like, Ro, I see you, like, I would see,
and then he was
like, my
bringing up
mother.
Shaq
That's how much
Kim.
he loves me, huh?
He was bringing up Shaq Kim, like then he's jealous of Shaq Kim, like oh the way you say Shaq Kim's
Yeah,
name, so you can't even greet Shaq Kim, but yet he's wielding this other
yeah, he
man
was.
in your face, like it makes no sense, and I don't know why you like the hairs on your back of your head should be standing up. Like, do you not have intuition, a gut, like anything?
See, I did, but then when it came to Brian, I just tried to, a conversation that we had. I try to be sensitive with him, because when I really am, like, just maybe talking to him, it seemed like he's getting more and more sensitive to us not agreeing. So I just,
That
I'm trying to keep the.
happens. Anyone that has an independent mind is okay. See, that's a red flag within itself. Why would you be upset that we disagree?
Yeah, and he'll say that it's not that, but
You can't
I
allow
just.
someone else to override how you feel. You know what I mean? Like then those are the red things. Like if you know in your heart, just like you know that you didn't tell him that, but he's adamant. I mean,
But he knows that though too.
I
With
don't think he
with Road
knows.
2025, I was like, Brian, this is Road 2025. So I am going to be myself when I meet this man, and this book is going to help even more, and I hope it helps him.
Well, it
Um,
might help you, but
Hard
if that
minded.
person's not even in the mind frame to receive that, what can you do, bro? Like I don't. And then, do you think we say something to harm you?
No, no, I mean, no, I don't. But I mean, Brian says that he is my friend, and
But
I
he's
don't
not,
want to just leave him
his
hanging.
actions is not showing a friend. A friend doesn't just block you. A friend doesn't ignore you. Even when you came up, he's like, "Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. Sorry, I didn't answer the call." He was in there like he's playing these games, and he knows that you were calling him, and you're trying to confirm the details of a trip. Like I don't get it. And
Bro,
he's
we gonna have to.
impulsive and
I,
erratic.
I just did a title for my live because I was gonna review
But so
Pizarro's.
do you hear what I'm saying to
Yeah,
him?
I'm
Like
gonna
he's
tell
not
you. You
getting
finna you
it.
finna you finna
Yeah.
hear what I'm finna say. I'm finna bring it around. I just did a title for my live because I'm gonna replay some of my live. I was going to a point, and I got to go to Pizarro's live because I want to prove a point about why I flip flop on Lemon because how fake he is. But I do believe, bro, we might have to have an emergency court session. This don't sound good.
It's
Oh,
crazy. And the fact
yeah.
that you're not
So,
receptive,
Ro,
like
you
you
are officially subpoenaed to my channel tonight because we're gonna if Brian doesn't show up, we're gonna really have to talk
yeah,
about
you're
this
gonna have to hear
because
that live because it was
safety.
crazy.
Well, we've had these conversations behind the scenes, okay? So I'm not, you're not speaking foreign language to me, Dimples. But I did try to be an advocate for him. But I also am Rose, my friend, and Brian isn't. So of course, I'm gonna make sure I say the things I need to say. At the end, I have to realize that Rose is a grown man, and what I don't want to do is be accused of sabotaging their trip, or make Ro feel like whenever I'm talking to him, I gotta keep harping and assuming. I don't want him to think I'm thinking he is a punk, and it's not what it is. I know he's a man. He's an ex. I respect him as a man, but there's deeper things involved. And even if he can handle himself, who wants? Ro has a great job and he has a community presence or whatever. So just say that something happened. I wouldn't want that. People who don't have nothing make you lose everything, and
Right.
I've said that. And even if you are vindicated, even just the drama of it all could be a lot. So I did do that caution because I'm Rose's friend first before I defend Brian. And I said all of this, and what you're getting from Ro right now is kind of what I'm getting. So at the end of the day, Dimples, we'll take it to the people, but I actually just have to pray about it and trust that it goes well because Ro, as long as I think Brian comes around, I think he's gonna proceed with the trip.
But that's the red flags because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, what happened with the Aladdin situation? Did y'all confirm? Was there red flags? That's when you want to question. I know you hate when I say you're slow, but I have to say something because, like, how can you ignore all these things up to the front? Like, a normal person would know not to, especially can't find the right
Well,
words right now. And I don't want to be offensive, but it's like concerning because then we're all going to hear it, and then we're going to have to see you looking like a puppy dog because you're hurt. But we trying to tell you to
but
avoid all this.
but see, the thing with Aladdin, though, Aladdin was different because
How?
Aladdin actually, I mean, yeah, I hadn't met him at the
Did he
time,
give
but
you an
he had said that we
address?
we were actually gonna like have a relationship and stuff like that.
What
But
made you
all of a
feel comfortable to get to the bus to go out there and be ghosted? I mean, I've been ghosted, so some people can lead you on, but what made you feel comfortable to get to that point?
because we had discussed it, and he was like, "Yeah, you coming to see me?" And I said, "Okay." I mean,
Was there
yeah,
certain assurances like date time being picked up, all that, or did you just come
yeah.
and assume? Because it sounds like you got a lot of assumptions with Brian, and even when you're trying to get details, he's avoiding you.
No, this wasn't assumptions. This was I told him, and we made arrangements. I mean, he even we were going to meet up at a club. But I
Oh,
guess something happened from where he was.
so,
His
so
lover ended up dying or something like that. So,
well,
um,
how about when you got on the live?
what do you mean?
Wasn't he live or something? And he was ignoring you. Like, didn't you meet him off a Big O or something?
Yeah, I met him off a
So what
big.
happened when
But
he was live when y'all was supposed to meet?
well, no, he wasn't live. I wasn't talking to him on there. I was talking to him
Bro, did
like
you bring this back to
through
the sector, or did
text.
Brian tell everybody about this?
Brian told it. Brian's the
And,
one that told
and
us.
see, now I'm getting that. Cause see, I didn't know that at first. This even is further my point. This crazy.
You can say you feel uncomfortable talking about it, but I always want to go back to it because it
No,
sounds such like a salacious story. And I understand if you're uncomfortable, but from what Brian told us, that after you didn't meet or whatever, you saw him on a live at the time, and then he was like ignoring you in the chat or blocked you off the chat or something.
oh yeah, yeah. He ended up blocking me on
So if somebody is telling something you
I,
confided them, if
yeah,
somebody is telling you something that
on the phone.
you confided into them, somebody is telling us something that you confided into him as part of y'all calls on y'all phone as friends. You don't think that they're gonna come to us and tell us eat truths and lies about your personal business when they see you in person?
Brian is thinking
Yeah,
that
I see
something
what you're
magical is
saying.
going to happen when
and,
they
and,
see
and
each other
I'm
in
not even going,
person.
and I believe that it would be, I believe this because I know you, and I know him. I kind of believe that after the trip, he will tell us some truths that maybe you don't want us to know. But also, he is not above telling us lies about what happened with y'all when he was in the trip. And see, then there goes another storyline. So, and I can see mixing in truth. So, say you did something that you grown, but you didn't necessarily want YouTube to know about. But then what about when they get upset and get into the mental stuff and they tell us lies about things that happen when they on the trip? what do you that's going to be what the issue could be, because you don't even know what to do. You don't know what you do that triggers, so you do something just like on here when you don't understand, like, wait a minute, how did he turn it into that, or why is he doing that based on this? You don't think that in person that people, that type of person is gathering things to bring back even things, because he don't mind being humiliated and embarrassed, right? But
Mm-mm.
so telling on himself won't be a problem. You have to worry about people who don't want to spray themselves like me. I wouldn't want to spray myself. So even if I'm mad at you, I'm going to not say certain things because I know you can spray me. But when you don't give a fuck and your chat is just really no more than 10 people at a time, and you got somebody like Jay Wilson who you go confide in, but Jay Wilson also loves a story and loves y'all situation because it's
But
also
Jay Wilson
content.
wouldn't dare tell his business because I don't even
So,
think he's with
so
Mark.
Brian knows that Jay Wilson is going to be looking for something from this trip, and for some reason, even when he feels like he does him wrong, he still goes over there for validation. So the storyline after the trip. Say y'all get into a little something, it's going to be over exaggerated, and you seen how they did you with that bill in Las Vegas. I mean, at the end of the day, this is still a beef set, the content creator, correct?
Mhm.
So I'm just saying that part of it. I'm not saying he would, but y'all getting misunderstandings on here over the most simplest shit. In the
Yeah,
club,
Brian is
in the
still
club,
telling people.
going to a club where people may holler at you because you are a charming person, you're an attractive person, you been to these clubs before. So even and you're single and so is he. And I think you think y'all gonna have a boys gone wild or boys have a good time homeboy thing. But if one
Yeah.
person is not
It
feeling
might be
that
a
way,
Tommy and Castro
remember what?
situation.
Thank you. I was about to
Hey,
just say,
Castro.
Tommy turned that club out over this guy just flirting with Castro, and he told us that he told us that even if Castro wanted to cheat, by the time he got through with him when he got home, he had to wait 2 weeks for basically his face and his body to heal from the beating he got. Now I'm not saying that he just gonna beat your ass, because I think when people start doing that, that bothers Ro, because y'all taking away his manhood and y'all don't know that he feels like he can defend himself, but it's other things besides fighting and everything that could be more damaging.
But see, this is something to like, and this is at the end of the day. Brian knows clearly that we are not in a relationship. We are not. We are,
But
we
does
are
he clearly
friends.
know? Because
He,
he's reacting like
yeah, he
somebody in
does.
a relationship. I know
He
you've
should.
told him. We're talking about what his head registers. Because somebody who knows that wouldn't cry over you getting porn.
Porn.
No, like the pictures. He said it
Oh
was
yeah.
pictures. I'm just
Well,
saying. So
I
that's a
think he
home.
was lying.
So
It
if
was.
my homeboy getting pictures, it might be something like, "Oh yeah, nigga, send it to me." But to cry is different.
He
That's you say he knows, but I'm talking about what registers to him.
he cried because he cried because he said that I was lying. That's why he started crying, because he felt like he was right, that I had said Dimples that gave me a butt pick. And that's why I was like,
Cry.
no, I didn't
So
say
you telling a lie in the beef sector makes him cry.
that. He was
Just
drunk.
say it was a
You
lie.
can't he's trying to rationalize crazy cat.
No.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you go. You need to go to prepare your dinner, but it sounds like Demon Soul was summoning you to court. And I gotta make my dinner. I'm gonna try to make garlic noodles with salmon and shrimp.
Ooh, okay, you got some salmon.
That keeps me some seafood. All right, toodaloo.
All right, Lady Dimples. I
Well,
know
Ro,
Lady Dimples be rationalizing crazy,
You need to
but yeah,
pretty
I
much
digress.
stir fry. Look at Castro. Castro be here, but when his name get dropped, he not playing. But he lied about what she say lied about. What did he lie? I don't know. I
Oh, lied
forgot what
about what? Yeah, no,
I forgot.
he said that I lied about saying that I told him that Lady Dimples gave me a butt pick. but I never discussed a butt pic with Brian that Lady Dimple sent me a butt pic, and I was like, why would I tell you that she sent me that? You know, that wouldn't be anything. Or like, it's no reason for her to send me that. You know,
But just say
picture of
she
her butt.
did send you. But say she did do that. Y'all are not in a relationship. You can get
Yeah.
a if you wanted a butt pic. You could get. I mean, why would that bother him?
From what we were saying, you know, y'all, you know, I know she said I'm rationalizing crazy, but no, it was like I know he was drunk, but I know that at the time, I think he just felt like, I don't know, it was what he said, I didn't have his back. He said he felt like I didn't have his back, that I basically felt that I was making a fool of him. That's what I guess he felt at that time. But I'm like, I'm not going, and then that's why I was like, it seems like you want loyalty so bad that you to the point where you like, if I lie, you need to just have my back for a lie. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do that, Brian. You already know.
Remember when I said that he don't have to worry about me getting in the way of this trip because he's gonna self-sabotage? This is what I'm talking about. Because this, I don't think that you actually saw a confirmation purchase with like an amount and an actual seat assignment. I think you saw choices of flights. So this is a reason to interrupt that trip. And the fact that right after this you are getting avoided. Anybody that's coming to see somebody in a matter of less than a month needs to make details, needs to make sure they have arrangements. I need to know when you coming in because I might have to take off to come and get you. I don't want you to have to be worried about having a way. Like people have to make arrangements because they grown and they work and they also, just need to know. And if the silent treatment is the punishment, then that can't work because if I bring you into my hometown and where I play and lay, um I can't play games with that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we do need to have an emergency. I was gonna go in there and go on a rant, but it's probably good that this came up for me. Not for you, but for me emotionally because I didn't want to go over there and do no crash out. But I had to get a few people straight from some things from today, and I can pretty much deliver and devour a bitch in under a few minutes. But I do think we need an emergency court session, Ro, because people are concerned, your chat is concerned, you have I don't know what is your chat people called? Do you have a name for your people in your chat?
No, we don't actually have a name. The honest ones.
Okay, I like that. The honest ones. That's cute. So it seems like the honest ones, we'll call them THO for short. The THOs, have a few concerns as well. And maybe we just need to just see. I didn't see that live of pastors because, of course, I was doing my own live and stuff. So I didn't
Yeah.
know about that y'all was over there. I didn't even talk to you about that. So I need to try to probably find that mini mark. Maybe we can play that and see, but an emergency court session, Ro, we are the court people over there. We got the whole report. So we may need, where we can be clients and we can be what you call it, defendants and petitioner and whatever. What's the other side? But the defense and the prosecution, but the plaintiff, yeah, plaintiff and the defendant. So we, ourselves may have to be in the hot seat at some point too. Even though we're part of the production team for court. So I know you need to go on there and probably go on and get your little workout and do your little meal or whatever, but you need to be prepared because you will be fined if you don't come to court. I'm sorry.
Okay, boo. Yeah, I know a day in court. We've been going to court, boo, on a daily. So yeah, I know when it comes to court, you got to build that strength up. And you got to be
Yeah.
ready to tell nothing but the truth.
Hey,
Hey,
Castro
Castro, how you
Cannon.
doing?
Hey, you guys, how are you guys doing today?
Fine. It is so good to hear your
Yeah,
voice.
Thank you.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
been
yeah.
getting some rest and just really been enjoying myself and my time and my peace of mind.
Yes.
Oh, that's always a blessing. Yeah, your peace is, it helps you move throughout the day. Yeah, I know y'all saw my commentary a little earlier though, that one of the girls who I follow up here named Alicia, Burney, she passed. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, she's a really good comedian too, on YouTube. And it was one of the Mexican, from what I heard, she went to Mexico, and it had something about some lace. Something was laced. Yeah. So, and we were hearing about, excuse me, like in Belize and stuff, those girls that I don't know if they went missing or they died. A lot of these trips, that people are going on, they seem to be getting killed or set up and stuff like that. So I was, very taken back when I heard that.
Yeah, I think with our president and what we got going on, and we got every country in the United Nations pretty much mad at us for our toddler president acting out. I do think I'm gonna put a kibosh on the international trips for a while. I don't think it's a good time for Americans to be going to too many places.
Yeah, I was, happy that Tracy, seemed to. I guess she went on and did her trip, and she probably will be coming home, soon. But I'm glad, at least she was able to do it, and I know she was in Cozumel, Mexico, so I've been there before, and it was nice there. So I do hope that she had a good time. But yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah, Miss Fendi, how you doing, boo? Yep, she was 25 years old. Young. Yeah,
Man.
she had great content too. Y'all know Jay Niger?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know who that.
that's it. That's a
Yeah,
good friend of his.
Louis Gucci Prada, pop them tags, pop them tags.
Yeah, he that's a good friend of his. So he put it on his community wall. That's when I knew it was true. Because S. Hutchinson had made a short, and I was like, oh my God, I hope this is fake news. But kind of found out, and they were still doing a lot of research, because people were trying to say, hold on, is this the truth? But he came out on his page and said it. So I was like, yeah, this is true, because I know, him as a person, he really did love her.
Wow.
So yeah, that was just something else. I wanted to actually go see her one day too. She had like a little meetup in Atlanta. I'll say, maybe year before, like maybe the year before last year or something like that. She had one. Um, yeah, at some a club event, and she, she definitely was my type of like entertainment. Yeah, so
Well, Castro, what else you enjoying your
yeah,
peace and your solitude? And yeah, Robin over here reading a peaceful book too, trying to get into peace. Everybody trying to, just be peaceful.
yeah,
Yes, indeed. I just really been trying to get in tune with things that I need to be putting my attention on more. Other more. Well, I would say put my attention on things more than other things that I not should be putting my attention to. So I'm just trying to
Right.
switch it up, do something a little different, and I'm enjoying it. Just reading the word a little bit more, and just cutting out certain things and habits. You know.
oh, the word can be powerful. I know that's right, Castro. You better bring that abundance into your life. Yeah, I was told quite a bit about, like the word at first, and I really didn't know. I really didn't know. I would listen to people talk about it, but a neighbor of mine actually really spoke something in me that made me go into the church and like just listen to the preacher and say, "Oh, okay, now this is the word." It comes right after the songs, and then they tell you the word, and you can take it, use it throughout the week. That's how I
Mhm.
really got the word, because my neighbor, she looked at me and she gave me that finger. She was like, because I was like, yeah, I'm going to church. And she was like, yeah, make sure when you go to church, you get that word. And I was like, oh, this finger is giving it, it's serving me today. She was like, that word. And I was like, the word? Okay, let me check that out. That's when I started liking church. Yeah,
Mhm.
because at first I used to just go to church, just, because I'm like, okay. I was raised in a Baptist family. I didn't really go. I didn't know the reason to go to church. I didn't have that. I didn't even at the time really like the songs. That was the only thing that maybe kind of grasped me. When the preacher started
Yeah.
preaching, I used to just be like on the slums and saying, "When is it over?" But when I found out it's about the word and you listen, you start liking it.
Yes,
And
indeed.
yeah. Hey, Miss Piggy. But yeah, y'all. So what's for dinner, Castro? Did you eat already or?
Well, oh, what's for dinner? I was gonna do something a little processed, but I don't know. I kind of want some smothered potatoes, and I may put a little steak on the um on the pan for the time being. We're in the pan for the time being. And I may have some vegetables on the side, maybe like a little carrot or a string bean or peas or corn, and that's it. I try to eat healthy a little bit because I don't really like cooking with oil. I rather bake my foods or really just have them in the air fryer, things like that.
Would you
I
use
don't,
grapeseed oil? That's a little
I,
healthier. Grapeseed.
I don't like using no oil, no oil.
Oh,
But my
yeah.
grandfather always told me. He said he's 70 something right now. He said if you ain't cooking with oil, you ain't cooking. Which it just tripped me out. I'm like, what? I,
That's them fried
I'm
chicken
making me.
lovers. Fried chicken.
Yes, indeed.
Give
Yes,
me a
indeed.
fried pork chop any day. That's how they say it.
Mm-hmm.
They can't have their house not stashed away a little bottle of Crisco. They gotta have
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. See, my thing is, when they get older, when they get old, since they are older, they have to kind of cook a little different, than what they used to cook like. And you kind of have to, go along with with the protocol because it's like, oh my goodness, this tastes very, very different. It may taste like something, but in other days you may come across a dish that they done cooked and it tastes a little different. Like, ooh, you need a little more, can I get a little bit more sauce or a little bit more salt and pepper, so I can taste something. I can eat
Yeah.
blended foods, but sometimes I like to taste, my food to be, pleasing to my mouth, my taste buds, you know.
I sometimes I'll tell you I be forgetting about that salt and pepper. I be forgetting sometimes that salt and pepper can really help you to not have a bad meal because sometimes we go places and they just don't give us enough of what we need, and then we sit there eat and then we like, dang, this ain't what it's supposed to be. Sometimes you
Yeah.
go ahead and take them salt and pepper shakers, you can go ahead and
Mm,
hook that up and have that
mm,
meal that you was thinking. Sometimes the meal need a little help, so I mean,
yeah.
Castro, we gotta work that stuff
You got
so
to,
we
because
can have better
it,
meals.
look, it's just like going to the store and you may purchase something and all of a sudden you take it home and be like, you are following, the directions, but you taste it and it's like, it's just missing something. So you gotta put your own twist on it, even though it didn't really come from you, it came from the store. But shit, make it, put your own twist to it, and bam, it tastes even better. You know, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you do.
Yeah, I had some devil egg salad, y'all, and it was bland. We talking about bland today. It was giving bland realness, and I just was like, I can't do nothing with it. You got to put some up in there. You got to put it and make it because at first I'm telling you it was wicked. That devil egg potato salad is so rich and it's like really good. But that one I had never got a bad batch of it until the other day. So I was like, hold on, that's what I'm gonna do next time is hook it up.
I never heard of that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, you may want to try cashew. But do you like devil eggs?
Yeah, I
Because I
do.
know.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, I think you'll like it then. Yeah, the devil egg potato salad is they have it at Walmart. Actually, though, that's the place I don't know if I want to see you there because that was where I got the bad batch from.
Oh
They have
no.
it at the grocery stores too, though. I don't know if y'all have Food Lion And I think
No,
Kroger
we
probably has
Well,
it.
I gotta drop down because I gotta go set up for my live, y'all. But it was good hearing from you, Castro. I'll see you in a minute, bro.
Okay, baby.
All
All
right.
hail the court.
Bye bye.
Bye, baby.
bye bye.
Y-
But
Yeah,
yeah,
though.
I usually we only here well here where I stay at, we only have Walmart and then we have Kroger's and then we have Sam's Club and then there's some more stores. I think what Trader Joe's. You know, I don't. I went in there and I didn't like anything in there. It was like, oh my god, what is all this crap?
You didn't really
And
like
inside,
that. I like their fruits. I like their rice, their fried rice, that you get in the bag.
I think
Um,
I seen that too.
yeah, then their what they call it, kimbap, kimbap. I'm sorry, yeah, kimbap. I actually like their kimbap rolls the best because
Never,
the
never
kimbap.
heard of.
Yeah, oh, you know what, Castro? That's something that it's. I think it started trending not too long ago. It's basically like a rice roll, and it has tofu in it. It's a very
Hmm.
quick meal. Like actually, like you put it in the microwave for like maybe two. Um, no, I have to give it 4 minutes, and I've always had a good time with it. I put a little soy sauce on it, and I'll eat it. You know, it's a roll that they cut up.
Yeah.
They usually bring it right in from Korea, and they go like that, like that. At one time, they probably don't go like that anymore because people have gotten used to it. But you had to go in there at the beginning of like whenever they ship it there because people they only will let you buy two. That's how good they were at Trader Joe's. At Trader Joe's down by me though, it's kind of far out, so I don't go there, but so often.
See, here in Little Rock, a lot of things are kind of like an arm reach. You don't have to drive too far, to get to certain places. Not unless if you finna get, not unless if you're going outside like the county. But other than that, where if you want to just hit basic stores up, just a little drive, bam. I promise you. Like, but the last time I was in Texas, oh my goodness, it's like going somewhere over where you need to go to. It's like it's gonna take a little minute. It's like, oh my goodness, this is a stretch. Have you ever been to Houston before?
No, no, I haven't. Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
do
enjoy.
have family that stays there though.
Oh man, I
Y-
enjoy it. I don't want to come back to Arkansas, but even though I love my state, but I want to stay there in that state. Ugh,
Do you know what's his name? Is his name Corey Washington? No, Cortez Washington.
I know a person with that name. Did they go to school up here?
Yeah, well, you know what? I ain't gonna say that. I don't know. I know he lives in Arkansas though. And he is like he's a Facebooker. I used to follow him a lot. He always follows like the trending topics. He had a beef with Kaya. Yeah, at one
Mm.
point he had a beef with her on Facebook, and he used to do talent shows. Um, he used to do like basically never have I ever things like that. He would ask the people questions that would come up on his link. He's still pretty popular. Yeah, every so
Yeah.
often I'll go and see what Cortez Washington is up to. He's short too. He's a short guy.
Oh,
Um, yeah, he does comedy shows a lot in Arkansas.
hmm.
Yeah, if
I
you
think I
ever
may
go
have
on
seen him
Facebook,
before. Is he dark skinned?
yeah, that's him. Yeah, he got
That's
a
him.
piercing.
Hey, people say we look alike. No, I haven't seen him
Oh,
before, but I didn't know he was. I didn't know he was in Arkansas. I thought he may have been in like Alabama or Mississippi or Atlanta.
oh, you know what? I could be wrong though, Castro. He could be in Alabama. Yeah, I know he's like either Alabama or Arkansas. Arkansas. Yeah. Um, he did. I remember he did a show in what's that popular city in Alabama?
Uh,
Wilmington, Willington. No, I'm
a popular city in Alabama. Then I don't know if it's a yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
I,
that,
I forgot.
but you know what, Castro, like, speaking of like Little Rock, so
Yeah.
um hey, have you you do you know this trans name Jaguar Evermore?
Mm-mm.
I'm surprised because you know what, Jaguar, she's actually, it's funny, like she's actually from um California, but she has so many Little Rock, Arkansas people like following her and like playing with her. Cause
Yeah.
she used to come on late nights and she would be like doing like makeup tutorials, and she was always like real rough around the edges. But she's really pretty. She's one of the prettiest trans women that I know, and she like she really is like passable. Like, she does like these walks and stuff, and she has like a lot of courage. Yeah, Jaguar, I would love to meet her one day and just like really like hug her neck, like, because it's just I love, her personality. But she always used to have me like rolling, because them Little Rock folks come in. She really introduced me to Little Rock. Like, them Little Rock folks was like not playing no games, but she would be coming back. She was like, no, Little Rock, you can come on in here. Like, they would just be going at it. It was always entertaining, you
I
know.
believe you. I believe you. Don't sound like some of these people around here in my hometown. Mm.
Yeah, like they be bout it. They be giving it to her. Because it was one
Mm-hmm.
time she was talking to somebody, and all of a sudden, like, it went left, and then she named it, like, she was, because she called him son. She was like, yeah, you dirty ninja or something. She was like, because he said something, and she was like, no, I don't mess with no dirty dick. And he started going off on her, and she was like, where did we go wrong?
Yeah,
They was,
I can believe it. I can believe it.
yeah, but they ended up getting her channel, like, them folk, like, they I think they got her channel taken down. Yeah, they were like,
Dang.
it was a war.
She lost a channel?
Yeah, she lost a channel. Jaguar lost quite a bit of channels after they were being hacked. Yeah, she was going through channels, but she always have like came back. She does more work now on Bigo. Hey, under new
Mm.
management. Yeah, she does more things on Bigo now. I don't even know if she does Instagram. Like, which, yeah, usually on Instagram, I only see her doing her like shorts. Like, she'll come up and do her shorts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think she goes live like that on Instagram no more. Probably because she doesn't want her channel to be hacked and locked again. So yeah, she usually just does Bigo, I think, for her money.
Mm.
Yeah, but I used to, and I still do. I really do like Jaguar, and she just like her skin and stuff. Castro, like, she got some real nice skin, and her personality is very, like, she has a really nice personality. But because I don't even think she go up there. She used to go up there too, like in that
Mm-hmm.
mode, that beast mode.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even know if she does that type of stuff no more. She does have beefs. Yeah, like she was beefing with Shamar, with some girl from Love and Hip Hop. Forgot her name right now. Uh, Shakifa or something like that. I forgot her name. But yeah, she was beefing with her. She had quite a bit of beefs. Her and T.S. Madison is like she actually went to T.S. Madison's house and did a Supreme Queen Supreme Court one time.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, yeah, I was happy to see her up there too. So yeah, that's my girl though. Yeah, it just you saying Little Rock made me think of
Yeah, because I ain't never seen, I don't be on really on too much on the scene like that, because I don't be with all that stuff. It's like, it's a lot of drama out there, and I try to stay away from all the fighting and the arguing. On here I don't hear I give it my attention, but in reality I be kind of staying away from it.
Yeah.
But if I come across a picture or a post, I'll let you know if I come back and let you know.
Yeah, let me know. Yeah, good old
Mm.
Jaguar, Evermore. It's another Jaguar out there, Castro, other than our Jaguar
Yeah,
throughout what is she in the, I guess, celebrity sector?
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
I haven't heard much
Mhm.
about her though. Jaguar. I don't know if right now she's making content. Jaguar the singer.
Yeah. Oh, I got a messy question, Ro.
Oh, sure.
How did you feel about Kimmy cussing out Jay Wilson?
Oh, you know what? It was out of nowhere. I didn't because I used to feel like that Jay Wilson and Kimmy always had a good relationship.
Mhm.
But I mean, I know that stuff that happened with the wedding invitation and all of that. But I did think, I'm not for sure. I thought that Kimmy had forgave Pastor for that, or you know, they kind of came to a solution with it. But yeah, if actually from what had happened, yesterday when Kimmy came back, you would have thought
Mhm.
that they never had a talk or nothing, and Kimmy had some type of go for Pastor. And then I heard Pastor say that it was a reason behind Kimmy doing that. But yeah, I certain things about Kimmy, I'm gonna tell you, Castro. Like, I'm not saying that, I don't have that I'm not saying that I have an issue with Kimmy, but I do know me and Kimmy had always been on good terms, and all of a sudden Kimmy had dragged me, and that's why I made a video towards Kimmy one time. Um, so I don't know, Kimmy. I feel like sometimes she can be flip floppy. Um, but I mean, she doesn't seem like she wants to come up here and beef. It seems like she just wants to come up here and from what she said yesterday, and just like say her stuff and going on about her business. But she gotta know that people are gonna grab on to her, if she's out here just, like throwing blows at people. Just throwing, you be like, hold on, you throwing you throwing a mighty bit of blows at folks. And then you saying, look, I don't care what you say about me. So yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that happen before, and then I've seen the reaction that certain people have to Kimmy, and it's like, Kimmy, no way, you ain't getting away with this one. I loved Miss Dovey on her panel though. I did. But one thing I was mad about during Kimmy's live is Kimmy
Mhm.
did not put her intro. I love her intro. I was mad that that intro didn't come up. I said, Kimmy, where the hell is that intro at? We like this intro. Or
I be
at
so
least she
happy.
could have made it an outro. I was mad at that.
Look, I be so happy when it's not an intro. Sometimes I need you to get back. I need you to get to the meat and potatoes. Hurry up and get to the meat. Hurry up, get to the meat and potatoes. Because all that
Have you seen her intro
waiting.
though? You've
Huh?
seen it before?
I have seen it. It's nice and wonderful, but at the same time, I want you to
Oh.
look, start talking, get to talking. I like that when you start talking, get right to it. Mm-hmm.
See, Castro, if I have an intro that I really feel, it can kind of help me settle into the mood. But yeah, I understand what you're saying about the talking. But
Mm-hmm.
that countdown that she did, I was like, nah, Kimmy, that right there, that countdown was I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, girl, if you gonna come pop back up, she gave us a little pop up. You need to pop us back up with
You said she
tape.
gave a little pop up.
She wanted to get something. She wanted to give something that we could feel, and I'm like, well, Kimmy, do it right, baby. Next time you gotta do it all the way right. Um,
You
but
know, I
yeah,
enjoyed
that
it.
was
I really enjoyed it.
you. Say you thought she did it. She served.
No, I said
Oh,
no, I said I enjoyed it.
you enjoyed it, yeah. See, so you thought she
I
served.
enjoyed it.
I liked Miss Dovey. I really did. I liked when Miss Dovey came up there. Miss Dovey, she knocked that out the roof. I was like, she was tussling. When Miss Dovey stopped playing with her hair, you already know it's about to be something.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
No.
I got something out of that too.
Yeah.
That Miss Dovey, because people were saying to go and watch the whole Dovey VS and Kwani interaction. So kind of find out that Miss Dovey really isn't feeling Kwani right now. Basically because she felt that Kwani was I guess messing with Curtis while he had a wife. So that's how their relationship kind of deteriorated. So we did learn that news with everything that was going on, at Kimmy's. But
that's
yeah,
a
Kimmy
little.
came for some people though, Castro.
I know she did, but that's a little crazy. That's a little crazy on Dovey's part to feel like that. I mean, how is that affecting you really? If you say you like somebody, whatever they may have going on before they don't even met you or talk to you, shouldn't even really concern you, honestly. And that's the truth.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I can see where you're
I
coming from with
like that.
that.
So,
I
I
think
wish
Miss
somebody
Sylvia
would
has certain
told me that I
morals.
can't talk to you. I can't, I don't have that happen to me a few times. People may have just chose to not talk to me, but choosing certain things and that's or really certain people that's was saying I should be choosing certain people and individuals in my life, and I done did certain things in my life, and you don't like the fact that I done did that, and you can't be around me anymore, baby. You was never a friend to begin with. You stop talking to me. Go on. Life goes on.
Yeah, yeah, it does. And I'm not sure, how long they had been friends or like just kind of just talking like behind the scenes. But yeah, I feel like you don't just throw your friends away unless they, really do something to break your heart. I was just watching the thing with and I know this is kind of off subject, but I like to watch wrestling, and right now they got a storyline going on between Bianca Belair and Naomi, and Bianca was saying like her heart was broken because of a recent attack that Naomi put upon Jade, who is Bianca's old tag partner, and you could just tell it was a lot of emotion in that scene. It was very it was real good. That was a good scene that they had. And yeah, she was just talking about the heartbreak. So I feel like if a friend really breaks your heart, that's when you can kind of walk away from them.
Yeah.
But um yeah,
Well,
I
really.
don't know the status of Miss Dovey and Kwani. I don't they could have just been kind of maybe using each other for some type of gain. Um
Maybe.
but I don't know. I didn't hear Kwani's side of it though.
Yeah, but I think I know I'm with one side, but I ain't gonna say what side I'm with because I know BS from BS. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Mhm.
Yeah, but Castro, I think this was a great conversation. I probably put some food up in me before maybe peeping over. I might have to peep over in court today, Castro, because I probably need to get some sleep. I got work in the morning, and y'all already know that job don't play. Working for the white man.
I know.
You
Look,
know how these
I gotta
jobs
work
are,
in the morning
Castro.
too. I gotta work in the morning too. I'm supposed to be up around by 10, so I gotta get my ass off here and get some rest myself.
Yeah, we gotta keep ourselves really activated for whatever comes our way, Castro, when it comes to these jobs, because we just deal with so much change on a constant basis. And from where we stand with a lot of this stuff, they give these they give supervision full responsibility on what they want you to do. They really don't. It seems like what we say a lot of times don't really count. Um, they give it to their head. Yeah, I say they give it to the head. They say you do what you want with them.
Right.
So the ball is always in their court. It's not right. I feel, especially when you're forming a team. But If we want to continue to make money to fill these bellies, Castro, we got to do it. Until we hit the lottery or we get us some good money coming our way, Castro. It may happen.
Yes, I hope it does. I can't wait when it does, because I'm gonna have so many things in my companies in my name. Because I think with a business type of mindset, even though I'm not able to show that, because I ain't got the money for it. But when I get that money, oh yes, indeed, look, you're gonna be seeing it. I ain't I look. I just want to be. I just want to be over here talking about it. You're gonna be seeing some progress,
You're going to
breaking
be
ground.
smart with it. Yeah.
Yes.
You ain't going to be playing with your money like you play with your food. We going to make sure this money is going to be valuable.
Yes, indeed. Beneficial to the community, to the loved ones, and it can
Yeah.
be passed on down to whoever may be left this or that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want it to come back at you, with no karma involved in a way of, where you not only are helping yourself, but you are also helping other people to rise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, Castro. So yeah, I'll let you also get ready. Cause so you say you going to work in the AM as well. You see how this
Yeah.
time done snatched us. They done
I,
snatched the hour from us.
I hate it. I wish it would go back. I was trying my best to enjoy those last couple of days of it because I knew it was I knew a change was gonna come. So I was like, oh damn, time for me to adjust to a new time. Even
Change
though,
is
as a
coming.
man, I'm an early bird though. What about you?
Oh, you are early bird. See, I'm more um nah, Castro. I would love to get up at 10 o'clock, but I have to be an early bird. I have to
Mm,
be. I actually am more of a I think a late night scene.
yeah,
Yeah, I did too much of that waking up for school, and I'm like, oh no, I see now. Getting my little juice carton and all of that took me a
yeah.
little while to get myself together. So yeah, I like my late nights.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Yeah. So yeah, though, Castro. So this was nice. I'm gonna be talking with you soon, though. I know we'll have a quite a bit more conversations. And I'm gonna be reading this book too. This book, Castro, this book is gonna help, called Hard Minded. I think it can really help to open up some locks that we have placed on our hearts at times.
Right. Just let me know because I don't mind reading some getting some other insight on other books or anything like that. Whatever you may be into.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Castro. Yeah, because this is an audio book. So, it's gonna it'll be some listening. And just like I think trying to figure out where the author is coming from, and she has a very pleasant voice too, so it was very soothing.
Okay, that's cool with
Yeah.
me. That's cool with me.
All right then, Castro. Hey Trishy.
Smash it, smash it, smash it.
Yeah, I hope Trish is doing well. Yeah, buddy.
Trish, I'm getting
So
smashed. Trish, hey, Trish, I'm getting smashed. I'm getting smashed over here. I'm getting smashed over here. Trish, I'm getting smashed. Woo.
oh, Trish knows
I'm,
about her. She's the smash queen.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing, Trish. I just play. Just playing.
Well, I'm glad, boo. Yeah, she said she's doing good.
She said, I see. Really? Woo.
Well, yeah, Castro. So yeah, I'll go ahead and hit this outro.
All
And
right, then. Well, thank you for having me up. It's time for me to get up on out of here. See you later.
all right, buddy. Take it easy tomorrow at work too.
I am you, and you do the same.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. Peace.
Bye-bye. Yeah, y'all, that was our guy Castro. Castro, make sure you do your food prep for tomorrow morning for your journey to work. Okay, y'all, work is a journey. Yes, it is. Ain't that right, Trishy? Oh, y'all. We have had us a good old talking to. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and try to scramble up a little bit of food and probably carry my herbs to bed. But I also am going to be on the lookout for court. I'm going to be peeping into the courtroom. I'm ready to put some shades on, y'all. Some shades on in the courtroom like this. Here, Judge, here, Your Holiness. When I heard that gavel, though, if I heard that gavel, I may try to rise on up in there, but I ain't going to tell you that I'm going to be in the most appropriate court attire, okay? It's about to be a robe up in the court. Okay, it may be a little snoring up in the court, y'all. Is it going to be a held in contempt? Hey, it's better than having a fine to pay. All right, so y'all make sure y'all do though enjoy court tonight. If my girl Demon Zoe comes live, I appreciate y'all for coming in. Make sure y'all give me all y'all views on what we have happening over here. See y'all later. We have a book to read, so you know I'm coming back. Bye, everybody.